How's it going, everyone? Welcome in to the channel. Week 7 is here. Packers versus Cardinals. Just got done watching the end of that Eagles-Vikings game. And yeah, it feels good for an NFC North team to lose, but I feel like it would have been nice as well if the Eagles lost that. But I guess both can't lose, and I think the Packers are the only one in the NFC North that are going to end up with a tie this season. But how's everyone going? Welcome into the channel. Kick off in just about 10 or so minutes. Packers versus Cardinals. Quickly wanted to go over the inactives for today's game. Now, obviously, yesterday we saw the little bit of a report that the plane was delayed due to like an engine failure. And the Packers were like 5 hours delayed getting over there to Arizona. So that's interesting. And then we heard Josh Jacobs is dealing with a calf injury and he might not be able to play, but he is playing. Here are the Green Bay Packers inactives. Brandon McManus at kicker. So Lucas Haversick will be our kicker yet again. Pierre Strong Jr. at running back is inactive. They elevated him, I believe, yesterday in case of Josh Jacobs was not able to play. Donovan Jennings is inactive. Anthony Belton is inactive. Ben Sims inactive. And then Lucas Van Ness and Devontae Wyatt both inactive. So hold on, let me get my one chat up here. You said it's BS. I get this dumb Dallas game. Yeah, that's the majority one going around on local channels. So, you know, I do have Sunday tickets, so I'll do my best to explain what's going on in the game. But Arizona inactives, Kyler Murray, cornerback Elijah Jones, running back Amari DiMercado, safety Katan Crawford, offensive line Demontre Jacobs, and offensive line Josh Fryer. So no Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett will be starting at quarterback as expected for the Arizona Cardinals. And Jackson says, how are we feeling today? I'm feeling good. You know, I think the Packers should find success against this Arizona team. They have a middle-of-the-pack defense. You know, backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett, which, given they did score 27 last week. But I think Jacoby Brissett is a player that is going to hold the ball a little longer than Joe Flacco does. So I think we're going to be able to start seeing some success or these pressures result in sacks, whereas last week it was like, well, Joe Flacco's just getting rid of the ball so damn quickly. I think it's going to be a little bit different today, and I think we're finally going to get another turnover because we're second lowest in the NFL in turnovers created, and I think that needs to change on this defense, which moves me into my next point. Let's go over my sleeper picks for this game. Link pinned in the comments here, down in the description as well, for a 100% deposit match with code BASS, B-A-S, up to $100. And my picks for this game. I have Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. So he is active anytime the Packers are near the goal line, and it's almost a given that Josh Jacobs is going to end up scoring. Boulder says Bo Melton 3-touchdown game, all on top of his brother's head, right? Is that what we're going for? I have Jordan Love more than 11.5 rushing yards. I feel like he's been very active on his feet, and I think he could get this in just one run, maybe just, 1 or 2 runs. I have more than 3.5 receptions from Matthew Golden. If he doesn't get 6 to 8 targets in this game, considering what he did last week, that's just going to be coaching malpractice for the offense. I have Jacoby Brissett more than 0.5 interception, as I just mentioned. I think the Packers are going to get a turnover in this game. I think it's going to be an interception. We haven't seen many of those. I think we have 2 on the year, and the Packers, they're going to come. The interceptions are going to come, and Jacoby Brissett is going to give us some opportunities to potentially intercept the pass. So this is a $10 play to win a potential 82-10. We'll obviously check back on it at halftime and see how these are going. I'm doing okay so far on my sleeper picks this year. Not great, not terrible, but if you guys want to either tail my bet or probably better option, fade my bet, definitely go check out Sleeper and use code BASS when making a first-time deposit. Someone says, why don't you show the game? If the NFL allowed it, I would gladly show the game, but I will not be live streaming more than 5 minutes if I were to show the game. The NFL would very, very quickly take down anyone's live stream, and that's why you can never find anyone showing the game on YouTube. So that's kind of just how that works. If I was able to, I gladly would, but definitely cannot. Definitely can't. What's up, Bass? You got your rainbow sherbet? Yeah, dude. Every time. Every time, man. Thank you. You know how it is. I need it, man. I need it to like. It sounds terrible. Like I need it, but it just like makes everything flow better. It's a little bit of caffeine, whatever. But yeah. .com01 says, bro, the Packers never target one guy. Picking any wide receiver to get that many receptions is a tough pick. I don't really think it is. I think 3.5 receptions, 4 receptions given. I don't think that's a lot. Like, I remember a couple of years ago, Tay Wicks, I kept hammering. I think it was at the time like 2.5 or more, but even he was getting it. I think the Packers could very easily incorporate Matthew Golden early in this game with like a bubble screen or jet touch pass counts as a reception too. So that's why I think that line's very, very low. I think that's very, very low. Dason Zone 3 says play action, please God. Yeah, I agree. I really hope they use a lot of play action like they did last week. I predicted the Eagles would beat the Vikings. Yeah, dude, on Roundtable, like as much as like I dislike the Eagles, I didn't understand everyone saying like the Eagles are crash and burn. Like, I get it. They just lost 2 games. I think the recency bias was like, okay, yeah, maybe the Eagles are bad, but the Vikings are playing with Carson Wentz. Like, I didn't see how it was that hard of a pick to choose the Eagles, right? Like, it was closer than it maybe should have been, but yeah, Eagles won that one. Pack Fan Iowa in the building. What's up, man? Yes, sir. Let's go. I thought you said 5.5 targets. No. The line is at 3.5 receptions. I said he should get at least like 6 to 8 targets. So that's no. He needs to get 4 receptions for that line to hit. Is Romeo Dobbs playing today? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he wasn't even on the injury report as far as I'm concerned. He is playing today. I just went over my picks day in the life, but I have just to quickly run over it real quick. Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown, Jordan Love more than 11.5 rushing yards, Matthew Golden more than 3.5 receptions, and Jacoby Brissett throws an interception. So just to quickly go over those again very, very quickly. Let me get my screens up. Why do I have so many tabs open? What is going on here? I got 95 things open. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Now I got it set up. Do we think Golden gets his touchdown today? Do we think he gets his first NFL touchdown? It's got to come at some point, right? Like, no Christian Watson. That's also why I think, Golden is going to easily hit that 3.5, 4 reception line. Once Watson comes back, I would be like, okay, maybe I wouldn't choose that because it's like, okay, I want to see how they incorporate Watson, but it seems like we won't be getting him till. So here's the thing about Christian Watson. They don't even have to activate him for next week. I know it's that 21-day practice window. That ends on Monday after the game. So technically speaking, the Packers don't have to activate Watson for the Steelers game. They could hold him out another game and then activate him the day after the game if they want to play it safe. So we'll see what they do. All right, we are almost live. Let me get my audio all set up. Get that all set up. All right. Pack Fan Iowa, what's up? I think I already said what's up to you, but what's up again? Golden gets 2 today, says Steve DTA. I'd be all about it, man. If Matthew Golden scores 2 touchdowns today, I feel like I need to get a jersey. I should have one already. I mean, the number 0 is clean. I give my... I feel like anyone who bought the 22 is kind of just like, damn, now I gotta... It's a conversation starter, though. If you have a Matthew Golden 22 jersey, I feel like that's definitely a conversation starter. Wasn't Donald Driver like a really weird number, like right when he came in? I feel like... Does anyone know that? Am I thinking of someone else? I feel like Donald Driver, yeah, he was number 13 when he first came in. I think on the practice squad, or right when he got on the roster, he was number 13. So, Yeah. 805, put it in the chat too. All right, so Josh Jacobs says he's feeling great. His calf is ready. He's ready, and it looks like the Packers are going to start by kicking off the football. They won the toss and deferred, I believe. I love that because hey, you can double up and start with the ball in the second half. So, yeah, driver started at number 13. All right, here we go. We're about to kick this thing off. It is kickoff time, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you coming into the stream. If you can hit a like on your way in, it helps support the channel, helps with the whole YouTube algorithm, and hopefully gets more eyes on the channel. And by the end of this live stream, you decide you want to click the subscribe button, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right. Packers starting with the on defense, kicking this ball off here any moment now. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it. Lucas Haversick off to kick, and we are off. Week 7. The 3-1-1 Packers taking on the 2-4 Cardinals. It's going to be returned at the 2-yard line across the 20 to the 25. Tackled down at about the 27 by Javon Bullard, who thankfully didn't have a concussion after last game. What looked like he did, it was evaluated as not a concussion, and he practiced all week and is obviously now playing. Listening to the game while watching your live stream, hell yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Glad you're joining. Jacoby Brissett, he seems really good. He's a manageable backup, man. He can definitely make some plays. Here we go. He's under center on this 1st and 10. See Carl Brooks starting. Brissett, play action left to Bam Knight. Flat pass to Trey McBride, gains about 5. And I gotta find my pen. I totally did not mean to do that. This is gonna be a problem, huh? Where did I put my pen at? Oh, great. I'll figure it out at a commercial break. Who knows where it went? I'll find it. All right, 2nd and 5 coming up. What's up, man? 2nd and 6, correction. Jacoby Brissett, empty set. Takes the snap. Brissett looking left. Almost gets sacked by Parsons. Gets around it and dives forward for about a gain of 3 yards. Parsons really close to getting a hand on him there against Paris Johnson Jr. He's having a good season at left tackle for the Cardinals. But does a really good job. Just Johnson seals the edge and Brissett climbed the pocket well there to gain a little bit of separation and run for a few, but it is still 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 4. A long 3, about 3rd and 4 here. Third and 4, Brissett in the gun. Dearness Johnson to his left. Packers bail out of A-gap pressure. Brissett throwing a fade route, and it is caught by Michael Wilson. Evan Williams right there quickly to try to break it up, but a strong-handed catch by Michael Wilson. Dude, when I was looking at this Arizona offense, I was like, I just have a weird feeling that Michael Wilson's going to have like a good game against us. And right there, they just run a corner out into our cover 2. That's something that can beat a cover 2, and they had a perfect play call for that 3rd down. So we got 1st down Arizona. And let's see. Now we're in Packers territory at the 49. Handoff left, and Knight goes forward for about a gain of 9 or 10. Bam Knight looks like he's getting the start at running back for this Arizona offense. I don't know where I put my pen. If it looks like I'm crazy and looking around a bunch because I'm trying to find my pen. There it is. Got it. Got it. Okay. Second and 1, handoff, Bam Knight up the middle, about a gain of 6. So I'm trying to see, I see Baron Sorrell in already, so early on, going to get a lot of opportunities here with Lucas Van Ness out. Seems like Baron Sorrell. All right. Yep, defense got to shut down this run. They're already at the Green Bay 34-yard line now after 2 nice runs and that big play to Michael Wilson. In the gun is Brissett. Takes the snap. Play action up the middle. Evan Williams on a pressure. Gets to Brissett and forces an errant throw. And they're going to call it incomplete as it was a millisecond away from a Evan Williams sack there. And luckily, it was ruled an incomplete pass and not a fumble because Trey McBride scooped that thing up and ran to the end zone. So just enough hand on that football as it was going forward to be ruled incomplete. Nice pressure by the safety, Evan Williams, there. 2nd and 10. Brissett under center. Hand off Bam Knight, who cuts back left, and for some reason, this run defense getting gashed right now. Bam Knight for another 9 yards. A huge running lane up the left side. Run defense not looking too hot to start this drive. No points allowed in the first quarter for the first 6 weeks, the Packers, and Arizona already in field goal range. Last team to do that in the first 6 weeks was the 2015 winning Denver Broncos Super Bowl champions. So, but 3rd and 1. Brissett under center. Takes a snap. Quarterback sneak. Brissett gets it. First down Arizona. Driving this drive pretty handily. Getting it 2nd and 3rd and manageable. All right. All right, here we go. Brissett in the gun at the Green Bay 23, 1st and 10. 10-18 left in the first quarter. Takes the snap. Brissett climbs, throws right, check down Bam Knight, and that's dropped. Knight really trying to look to cut up field before securing that thing, and that was a drop, so 2nd and 10. Really banged up running room for this Arizona Cardinals running back room. A lot of injuries. Connor, Benson, go Pack, go chants are erupting here in Arizona already. 2nd and 10. Brissett, empty set. Screenplay to the right. And really nice read by Evan Williams, who tackles the receiver down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Greg Dortch on the screen there couldn't get anything going, and Evan Williams, a really nice job early on in this game flying around. So now the Packers got them where they want them in terms of down and distance. 3rd and 10. We got Sorrell, Parsons, Gary out there. We have a pass rushing setup right now with Cooper showing A-gap pressure. Packers sending 6 or 7 throws across to McBride, and he gets tackled about 2 to 3 yards short of the first down. So 4th and 2 coming up. We'll see what they come out with. We had Javon Bullard in man coverage against Trey McBride. Never mind, there's a flag for roughing the passer, so never mind on that 4th down. Quay Walker went and hit Jacoby Brissett in the helmet. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. That's a by the book roughing the passer. So just gave the Arizona Cardinals a first down there on what would have been or should have been a 4th and 2. So now it's 1st and goal. And they're at, let's see where they're at. They're at the 8. And Arizona has to take a timeout before a delay a game. Brissett arguing that they had to pump the play clock back up, but they never did it. And Arizona forced to take a timeout. Yeah, hopefully we can hold them to 3. Bend but don't break. That'd be nice here. Already a pretty long drive for Arizona. All right. Need a turnover? That'd be huge, huh? I don't think the Packers are any, I don't think they have a crazy ton of penalties. They did early games, but they've been good recently. All right, 1st and goal. Brissett under center, starting at the Packers' 8-yard line. I would assume they'll run here on 1st and goal. Dortch in motion, takes the snap, handoff Bam Knight right up the middle, and a really nice job by Micah Parsons in run defense to get contact behind line of scrimmage and drag Bam Knight down for no gain there. There we go, Micah. Nice run defense against Isaiah Higgins, I think, a tight end for the Cardinals. Can't really block Micah with a tight end. That's not going to bode well for you. All right, 2nd and goal. Almost 8-minute drive. Yeah, it's crazy. 2nd and goal. Brissett in the gun. Still at the 8. Michael Wilson in motion. Packers looking like they're in cover 2. Brissett takes the snap. Looking left. Throwing across the middle. Incomplete to Michael Wilson with Quay in coverage. He wants a flag. He's not going to get it. 3rd and goal at the 8. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 8. Packers can hopefully get out here with just a field goal allowed. And I see Warren Brinson here at the 3-tech. Also have Gary and Parsons and Brooks. Brissett takes the snap, looking left. Has to climb the pocket, and he's sacked by Micah Parsons. And finally, he gets his sack. Oh, man, after a lot of conversation of how much he's being held the past couple of weeks. Doesn't matter here. Brissett holds the ball. Like I was just talking about pregame, I feel like Brissett is a guy to hold the ball a lot longer than Joe Flacco, and that showed true there because really it wasn't that quick. Brissett had a decent amount of time. Packers back end held up nice in coverage, and Micah Parsons just simply got by Paris Johnson, eventually bringing down Brissett there. And it's a 32-yard attempt for Chad Ryland. Kick is up, and kick is barely good. And that's the first quarter points allowed by this defense. All right. So let me go commercial break. Let me adjust the scorecard real quick to, let's see, 3-0. Living in PA sucks. Who cares about the Commanders and Cowboys game? Yeah, man. I'm in PA too, but luckily I have the Sunday ticket. All right, get the scorecard updated. That should have done it. Did it? It didn't. Why didn't it do it? Let's see. Let's try this again. There we go. Now it updated. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's go offense. Yeah, let's respond and take the lead, get 7 here. That would be ideal. Would be ideal. All right, just setting a couple things up real quick. Right, we're on commercial break still. Which I believe we are. Cool. All right, cool. Let me get the screen back up. We are back. Cool, perfect timing. Micah gets the sack there on that first drive. That's nice. Hey, could be a multi-sack game for Parsons. I could totally see it with Brissett holding the ball that long. Man, that must be so nice for Covington to come in as a D-line coach and just like right away get Micah Parsons. You already have Gary in the building. You guys like Van Ness and Igbare, Baron Sorrell. Probably so nice to like start coaching with just that much, that many athletes and like ammunition of pass rushers in your group. Golden should start becoming more of a target, I think. Hope he gets a touchdown over 100 yards soon. Maybe today. Safety play hasn't been great for the Cardinals. You could dictate a couple things and maybe take a shot or two to Golden in this game. Budda Baker's been one of the worst coverage safeties in the NFL. Kickoff underway, and it's going to be returned by, I think, Bo Melton, who runs across the 25, cuts back, gets to the 26. And Max Melton, his brother, is on the other side of the field. He's on defense. All right. First offensive drive for the Packers. Already a lot of time chewed off that first quarter due to a long drive by the Cardinals. So let's see what the Packers can respond, starting at their own 26. First, we get Jordan Love under center. We have Golden in motion. Love takes a snap, quick screen right to Matthew Golden, gets a catch and goes forward for about 2 yards. Would have liked to see a better block there by Dobbs, but I'll take it. And just like that, Golden already has one reception on the very first play. It's telling you that 3.5 line was too low. Packers going up tempo. Love in the empty set, trying to catch the Cardinals defense on their heels. Takes a snap. Love, quick look, throw right. Josh Jacobs throws a stiff arm, gains about 4. Third and manageable coming up. It's going to be about 3rd and 4 coming up. Packers still in up tempo here. They clearly want to keep this tempo up and keep this Arizona in whatever defense they're in. Love in the gun, 3rd and 5. Jacobs to his right. Cardinals are in zone after Love motions Jacobs out. Now Love's changing the play at the line. Play clock down to 4. Love takes the snap. 4-man rush. Love cross the middle. Finds Golden wide open. First down. Right on a quick stick route. Absolutely wide open there. Golden already 2 receptions. I try to tell you pregame. That 3.5 line was crazy. Crazy disrespectful. It's a nice first down completion there. Or completion for first down, should I say. Again, full starting offensive line for the Packers. Zach Tom at right tackle. I think Morgan at right guard. Let me just check. It is Morgan at right guard. Love under center on 1st and 10 at their own 41. Love takes a snap, toss up the middle. Josh Jacobs goes forward, about a gain of 1.5. All right. Love under center on 2nd and 9. Love takes the snap. Handoff left to Emmanuel Wilson. Tough running yards, pushing the pile, still going. He's keeping his legs driving and gains about 8 yards, making it a 3rd and 1. Turned in a 5-yard gain into an 8-yard gain by keeping his legs churning, and Emmanuel Wilson continues to do that every opportunity he has. He never goes down easy on first contact and always keeps his legs moving. And we're going to see more of Manuel Wilson today with Josh Jacobs, nursing that calf injury. I highly doubt they're going to give him the normal amount of touches. 3rd and 1. Love in the empty set. He's going to motion Emmanuel Wilson back into the backfield from wide left. Cardinals looking like they're in cover 3. Love takes a snap. Quick handoff to Emmanuel Wilson, and he's going to get stopped. He's going to lose a yard, and it's going to be 4th and 2. Let's see what the Packers do. They are around the midfield. They could go for it here. And if that's a read option there, I think Love should have kept that thing, but hard to say. I think the DN would have stayed. And Love is going to stay on the field. It's 4th and 2. In the gun, trips right. Love, let's see if they actually take a snap or they're just trying to get him to jump off. They motion Wilson out. Love knows they're in zone coverage, changing at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 6. Love gets set. Love takes the snap, looking, throwing. Caught Matthew Golden on the sideline. That was a risky throw. It almost looked like Max Melton was going to intercept that for a pick 6, and Love just put just enough height on it to get it out to Matthew Golden right on the sideline for a clutch catch and a first down. And Matt Golden already has 3 receptions, ladies and gentlemen, in the very first drive. Man, that was a risky throw, but Love put it perfectly where only his player could get it. 1st and 10, Love under center at the Arizona 43-yard line. Wilson still the back. Heath in motion. Love takes the snap. Play action up the middle. He has a lot of time to throw. Throws it deep across the middle. And incomplete to Dobbs. Thompson in defense there. Jalen Thompson met Dobbs right at the football, and Dobbs might have actually saved a little might have saved an interception there. Not a great decision by Love to fire that across the middle there. 2nd and 10. I think Love should have went to the check down to Wilson. I feel like he was wide open. Love in the gun, takes the snap. Looking across the middle, throws to Tucker Kraft, and he goes forward for about a gain of 6. So it's going to be another 3rd and manageable coming up, 3rd and 4. All right. 3rd and 4. 2:25 left in the first quarter. Got to get out of this huddle quickly. Already at 12 seconds on the play clock. Love in the gun, 3rd and 4. Might have to take a timeout here. Kraft in motion, and they are going to take a timeout. I figured that the whole process seemed a little delayed there, and I figured they'd have to waste a timeout, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it gives them an opportunity to have a good play call here on 3rd and 4. Yeah, I think Love should have hit the check down on that first down. I think would have had an easy gain there. So much negativity already. Yeah, it's called being a Packers fan. It's like, it happens. Actually, I think any NFL team, I feel like there's always a lot of negativity during games. All right. Yeah, first drive. Hey, we still have the ball. It's not like we punted yet or turned over the ball or anything. You know, we're still driving, and we're chipping our way down the field. That's all that matters. All right. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. So Packers, kind of, in field goal range here. They're at the 37, but let's just get the first down. Just get the first down. 3rd and 4, Love in the gun. Receivers bunched on both sides. Wicks in motion. Love takes the snap. A handoff left to Emmanuel Wilson and lost a yard. I don't mind running it on 3rd and 4. I don't really like the outside run, though. I don't mind running it on 3rd and 4 to make it like 4th and 1. You can go for it, but that one was not executed well. And Packers staying out on the field on another 4th down, 4th and 5. Love trying to get him to jump. Cardinals showing zone coverage. It would be a 56-yard field goal. And Love takes the snap. They're going for it. Love climbs the pocket, throwing deep right side. Overthrown Dobbs, and he had him, man. That should have been a touchdown. That should have been a touchdown. It was one-on-one, and Dobbs had him beat, man. Trips right. Dobbs on a post route, and he cooks him, and Love needs to put that to the left side in front of him, and we're talking about a touchdown just a little bit too far. And we haven't seen that in a while. Love and Dobbs being off page, and unfortunate on a 4th and 6. It should have been a touchdown. Packers turn over the ball. You got to connect on that. You have to connect on that. I like the aggressiveness going for it there. I love the read. I love the call. You just got to execute, and Love missed that throw. Love missed the throw. I mean, as much as you could maybe try to say that's on LaFleur on the 3rd down. It has nothing to do with LaFleur on the 4th down. I mean, Dobbs is wide open. It's not what's wrong with the play call on 4th? Or are you talking about the 3rd down one? I could see like having issues with that. It just, I don't know an outside like zone out of shotgun on 3rd and 4. I'd rather just run up the middle if that was me and make it more 4th and 2 or something. The 3rd, yeah, the 3rd I could totally see why you'd have some issues with that. The 4th, Love just missed the throw. All right. So unfortunately, Packers stall out there after getting a couple clutch 3rd and 4th down conversions in that drive. And to be fair on Love, like he's been really good on deep throws like this year, and that's like one of the first outside of the there's been I think there's the one to Golden. Was that in the preseason or was that early was that like week 1 or 2? But he's been more consistent on the deep throws, especially to Dobbs. So it's a little uncharacter-like, at least for this season, for Love to miss that, and he'll get it back. All right. At the 39-yard line is Brissett in the gun. And I think Jacobs might have an issue with his calf that they're working on. Handoff, Bam Knight to the right side. And man, Quay Walker just got absolutely pushed out of that. And it's another gain of 8. We cannot allow them to run with these backup running backs, man. Quay Walker got completely washed out of that play. I'm tired of misdirection runs. I'm kind of with you there. 2nd and 2, Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap, Brissett, play action up the middle. Enigbare pressuring, and Brissett somehow gets out of a sack and runs forward for a first down and more. We got to complete these into sacks, man. We have to turn these into sacks. We're right there. That's twice now Brissett at least got touched and got out of there. Man, come on, defense. Got to clean this up. Clean it up. And end of the first quarter already. That was a fast first quarter. Ref Border 88, appreciate the dono, says he missed both week 1 and week 2 on similar shots when he had like 2 steps on the cornerback. Deep ball actually definitely needs work. Yeah, I didn't mean it was perfect by any means. I just meant like he's been more consistent with it than in years past. Like years past, I feel like he couldn't hit a single deep ball. You know, Dobbs, he wasn't on the same page with Watson multiple times, where I feel like there's been more consistency this year. Now, that doesn't mean that it doesn't need work, and there's been some misses just like that one, because that was a rough miss that, you know, we should have been sitting here talking about a massive touchdown from Romeo Dobbs. So, yeah, definitely hear you there. All right. Some other news around the league. The Giants are up 7-0 over the Broncos with a Daniel Bellinger touchdown, 44 yards. Wow. Dallas Cowboys up 10-8 over the Commanders with Javonte Williams touchdown. Deron Payne had a safety, and Zach Ertz had a touchdown. Interesting. Yeah, I think they went for it on the 4th there because it would have been a 56-yarder. And given Haversick was perfect last week, he had 2 very makeable kicks. But you're inside. You're not out in the weather, in the elements, and I think Haversick maybe would have had a chance to hit that 56-yarder. But Love also saw that what defense the Cardinals were in, checked it at the line, and checked it to the perfect read, and had a wide open post route, just missed the throw. Must stop these outside runs. That I can get on. That I can agree with from certain times. You know, I just don't really understand the behind you handoff out of shotgun. Like not only are you already in shotgun, you know, way back from the line of scrimmage, but you're then going to run an outside zone where you're handing it off behind you. It just doesn't seem like you're just creating more yards you have to travel. And just to get them back to the line of scrimmage, and they lost yards on it. All right, come on, defense. First and 10, start of the second quarter. Cardinals at the Packers' 43-yard line. Brissett takes the snap. Handoff Bam Knight up the middle. And he pushes forward for maybe a gain of, we'll call it 2 yards. Nazir Stackhouse in on the tackle with Colby Wooden. Second and 8, Brissett in the gun. Now goes under center. Bam Knight single back at the Packers 41. Brissett takes the snap. Handoff up the middle, and oh my gosh, Kingsley Enigbare just murdered Bam Knight in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. Enigbare is good for a play like that every few weeks where you're just like, okay, all right, JJ. I mean, he just absolutely clobbered Bam Knight in the backfield, got right by the pulling guard there. It didn't even matter. Now we got 3rd and 10. It's where we want them. They're right on that cusp of field goal range. So if you stop them here, or better yet, get a sack, you'll take them out of field goal range. Here we go. Gary's out there. I would assume Parsons is too. Parsons standing up in the A-gap. Brissett takes the snap, 4-man rush, and it's incomplete. They might rule it a fumble. It's incomplete, and if it's a fumble, it is being returned by Xavier McKinney, who gets horse-collared at the end of that play. I think it's going to be an incomplete, but on the field, they ruled it a catch and fumble by Marvin Harrison. Nonetheless, it's going to be either 4th and 10 or Packers football. I don't think it's a catch. Nonetheless, it's still going to be 4th and 10, and we'll see if Arizona tries a very long field goal here. I don't believe that's a catch at all. That's incomplete. Really nice job by Keyshawn Nixon getting his hand in there and punching that thing out. That could have been a first down, a quick slant, and Nixon does a great job finding that football and hitting it out. I don't think it's a fumble, Steve. I don't think it is. I don't think he ever had possession and, 2 feet, made a football move. It was really like bang, bang. They're still conversing. The fact that they're conversing this long is interesting. So the ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble, and they're further reviewing the play, is what they just announced. Yeah, I think it's incomplete. Nonetheless, it's going to remain, at worst case, 4th and 10, and a potential very long field goal by the Cardinals. I think they're at the 41 or 42 or 43. Either way, it's going to be around a 60-yard field goal if they want to try that, or at least like 58, 60-yard field goal, which I don't think they would. I don't know Ryland's range, but if you miss it, you give the Packers very, very good starting field position. Jake says you fans hated on him all last year. Hey, don't put me in that group. Don't put me in that group. I was a Nixon supporter all of 2024. You know that. You know that if you've been here, which I do recognize that you've been here for a few. But yeah, a lot of Packers fans love to hate on Nixon, man. When it's like we're getting cornerback 1 play and not paying cornerback 1 money, that's for sure. Like Keyshawn Nixon, his cap number this year is $6.8 million. Like he has a 3-year, $18 million deal. Like he is so cheap. So cheap. Got cooked by Chase. Who doesn't? And Chase didn't even he didn't have a crazy game like he did against the Steelers, against Jalen Ramsey, have you? Who's paid as the 4th highest paid cornerback in the NFL, just to remind you, at $24 million per year. And Nixon is a 4th of that, just to remind you. Keyshawn Nixon is the 37th highest paid cornerback in the NFL. 37th. 37th. 37th highest paid. Yeah, ruling on the field reversed, incomplete pass. So let's see what the Cardinals are going to do. They're going to punt. Okay, smart for them. Punt underway is Pat O'Donnell. Did not know they had him. And touchback. So Packers will start at their 20. Yeah, Nixon's been a lot better on the boundary. He was a little rough in the nickel back in the day, but For the amount of money we're paying him and the type of football player we're getting, I am very, very happy with Keyshawn Nixon. All right. Damn, Colts are up 20-3. The Chargers. Why are the Colts so good? Why? Why are they good? Hey, Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Let's go. Need that. Josh Jacobs is back on the field after having a heating pad on his calf on the sideline, so it's good to see him back in. Jonathan Taylor has 17 points already, almost 18. Love takes the snap, out of center, under center, throws cross, quick right to Romeo Doubs, about a gain of 5 or 6. All right. 2nd and 4 coming up. 13 minutes remain in the second quarter. Love in the gun. Kraft orbit motion. Love takes a snap, handoff Jacobs up the middle, and he has a nice gap and breaks 2 tackles and goes forward for about a gain of 11 or 12 yards. There's Josh Jacobs. Nice run blocking up front by the Packers O-line on that one. Rasheed Walker getting a nice block on the outside. First and 10, Love under center at the Green Bay 36-yard line. Love with the hard count. Love takes a snap. Misdirection handoff left. Josh Jacobs goes up the middle, lowers the shoulder, gain of about 8. Maybe 7. The big 3 of Quentin Rollins, Demarius Randall, and Ladarius Gunter. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was rough. That was rough times, man. Josh Jackson, too. Like, ugh. Gosh. Love under center on 2nd and 3. Play action right. Has a clean pocket. Love throwing a wheel route to Kraft. There's a flag thrown. I think it's going to be holding on the defense. Should be holding on Thompson. We'll see. Holding on defense. Number 0. I don't know who number 0 is, but he was holding. Oh, Will Johnson's number 0. That's right. Who did he did he 0 on 0? Will Johnson's versus Golden? Holding on Golden. I'm not huge on that holding call, but he did get a little grab of the jersey, but Golden was open anyways. I'll take it. All right. 1st and 10. Love takes the snap out of the gun. Looking left, coming back to Tucker Kraft up the middle. Sorry, John Fitzpatrick up the middle for a gain of about 6. Even if Lloyd was a better option, which he's not available. So. Wait. There's another Will Johnson penalty. A face mask at the end of the play. 15 extra yards. Okay, so 1st down Green Bay into Arizona territory. He face masked John Fitzpatrick at the end of the play there. Oh, yeah. Wow, I don't know how the ref saw that. That was very hard to see. There's Go Pack Go chants erupting in the stadium, but our offense is on the field. Let's quiet down. Come on. Love under center at the Arizona 31. Takes a snap, play action up the middle. Arizona brings 5. Love all day to throw. Throws back across the middle. Caught by Romeo Doubs for a gain of 14 yards. Really nice protection up front against 5 there for the Packers. Oh, man, Quentin Rollins was rough. I always thought Josh Jackson was going to end up being good and just never happened. Like, at Iowa, it's like, okay, you see it, but... First and 10 at the Arizona 16. Love under center. Love with the hard count. Kraft in motion. Love takes the snap. Handoff left. Josh Jacobs. He goes up the left side. Keeps driving for about a gain of 3 or 4. Yeah, play action's been really opening up this offense, allowing Love with, very clean pocket and time to throw. In comes Chris Brooks after that Jacobs run. Is his thumb good? Who, Love? Yeah. Love in the gun. Brooks to his right. Love takes a snap. 5-man rush. Love throwing left to Brooks and incomplete. Probably looking for Brooks to get out of that quicker, but not really a good pass. Why does Love have the brace on? I feel like why not? Extra padding there, extra support. It's his non-throwing hand. It's not going to affect him too much. I feel like it's not a bad idea. 3rd and 7. Packers showing trips right. Wicks and Golden stacked in the slot. Love in the gun. Dobbs in motion. Love takes a snap. 4-man rush. Love firing right side. Incomplete to Tay Wicks. So Packers going to have to settle for 3 here. Yeah, I feel like Love maybe should have ran on that, or at least tried to run. Let's see. Is stack out route. Wicks. Max Melton. Good coverage. That was just good coverage all around by Arizona. All right, Lucas Haversick. Come on, baby. We believe in you. 31-yarder. Left hash. Hold. Snap. Kick is good. Right down the middle, man. He's been money. Lucas Haversick ties this thing up. Slow or quick-moving game. Already 9:06 left in the second quarter. Chris Schwint, appreciate you. As a Go Pack Go. Appreciate you being a member for a month. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Golden was wide open in the middle. Yeah, I didn't check on that, but I'm sure there's maybe a better option there. All right, let me adjust this play or scorecard, should I say? There we go. Oh, hold on, I didn't do it yet. Save. All right, cool. That should have done it. Let me check. That did do it. 3-3. We went from having no kicker to having 2 now, right? Like, where was Lucas Haversick? Not that I would rather have him than McManus. Like, McManus is a better kicker, has more range. But it's like, where was Lucas Haversick when we had, like, Braden Narvison at our kicker? It's like, come on. I think, actually, Haversick was probably on the Rams at that point, wasn't he? I think he was. All right. Check some scores around the league. Giants up 13-0 to the Broncos. Let's go. Scattaboo got a touchdown. Love watching him play, man. Super fun. There's only a couple other... Okay, so there's only 4 games going on right now. Us, Giants, Broncos, Colts, Chargers, and Commanders, Cowboys. Cowboys up 17-8 now. I was like, why are people putting numbers in the chat? On a scale 1 to 10, how do you think we look so far? I think 5 or 6 is fine. I think that's probably fair. I think that's pretty fair. McDaniels will be fired tonight. I feel like he definitely should be. That's for damn sure. All right, we are almost back. Ref Border 88, appreciate the dono. Says loves control of the offense and audibles. The line has taken a big step forward this year. Yeah, it seems like he's making a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage, checking into things based on the coverage. Obviously, we see it a lot after the running back will do a quick motion out, then back in to see if we're in man or zone, and he's been adjusting to that. So I agree. He's definitely fine-tuned his craft in terms of being able to really see what the defense is doing and saying, hey, I have an answer for that. Now we just got to execute a little bit better, right? Got to hit that deep ball. Got to hit maybe put a better ball there to Wicks there on that last play. But yeah, I agree. Kickoff returned by Arizona. Dortch up to the 28-yard line. Nice tackle by Nick Nyman and Katan Oladapo. Golden was open on the last play. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. I didn't look at it, but here's the thing: when you call like a stack bunch, like essentially like a sail concept, where you have a quick out after like a little bit of a hesitation, a lot of times when you call that play as a quarterback, you're kind of like locked into that. Like, okay, I want the out here, and that dig across the middle or whatever it may be by Golden, a lot of times to pick the defender. You're not really looking for that, but yeah, you should have been. Brissett under center, hands off to, oh my gosh, Michael Carter, and Colby Wooden almost took the handoff because he met him in the backfield. That's a loss of 3. That's twice now. Defenders have met the running back in the backfield, and Colby Wooden just went right by Froholt there. I mean, it wasn't even close. Let's go, Wooden. All right. 2nd and 14, loss of 4. Brissett takes the snap. Play action. Parsons is pressuring him. Parsons gets to Brissett, and oh my gosh, and there's another flag. I think they're going to get Brinson or tackling him around the neck area. Brinson helped clean up that sack that Parsons had at the line of scrimmage, and I think Brinson came in and wrapped up around the neck area. Oh, they're calling a hip drop tackle on Parsons. First down. When's the last time they even called that? Now, let me watch it. Let me watch it, because that's ridiculous. Let's see. What is he supposed to do there? By definition, I do see why that it is a hip drop tackle. It is. It is. But I just don't know what else he's supposed to do there. It is by their rule a hip drop tackle, but it's like, what are you supposed to do as a defender? Now, this ref group calls the most penalties in the NFL average per game, just so you guys know that as context moving forward. I love how that's crazy how Mike is called on that, like right after talking on the refs. I mean, all right, Brissett in the gun is starting it now at their 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Brissett takes the snap. Handoff left. Michael Carter goes forward for about a gain of 4. Brissett limping a little bit, so you could see why the rule's in place. Trying to eliminate those bad lower leg injuries due to the hip drop. But at the same time, this is football we're talking about. Your goal is to tackle the player. Yeah, sure, you got to outrule things like helmet to helmet, face mask, the obvious things. But I just don't know what else you're supposed to do as a defender in that situation. Let him run? All right, Brissett in the gun, 2nd and 5. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Brissett cross the middle, quick throw to McBride. And they'll probably give him a first down. Let's see where they mark forward progress. All right. So they do call it a first down. Now they're at the 50. Brissett under center. Who is their third quarterback in case Brissett gets more injured? Play action up the middle. Brissett throwing deep left, wide open Marvin Harrison to the Green Bay 28. Just really found the hole shot there against our cover 2. After play action, running a post out. Really nice route by Marvin Harrison against Nate Hobbs. So it wasn't even cover 2. I think we're in cover 2. We might have been cover 2 man or cover 1, but nonetheless, Hobbs got beat there. All right, 1st and 10. 6 minutes remain in the second. Brissett takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Michael Carter, he goes forward for maybe a gain of 5 or 6. Can't allow these runs of 5, man, on 1st down. Their next quarterback is Slovis. Wasn't he at Liberty, right? All right, 2nd and 5. Brissett in the gun. Brissett takes the snap, play action up the middle. He's going to throw a fade ball to the outside, and what a play by Edgerrin Cooper on a seam ball to McBride. Wow, he had to track that right up the middle, and often you do not see linebackers able to match stride for stride with someone like Trey McBride up the seam. And that was a good call, good throw, and an even better play by Edgerrin Cooper, man. Cooper low-key played that like he's a nickel corner. And I honestly think he could play some nickel corner, for being honest. 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down here for this defense. Packers in zone. Brissett in the gun. Packers looking like they're running a cover 2 man or cover 2. Quick throw across the middle. It's dropped by McBride. Wasn't ready for Brissett's pass on a quick stop route, and we have 4th and 5 coming up. Really fortunate miscommunication there from Brissett to McBride. A little bit of a bad throw, too, forcing a 4th and 5. Yeah, it was a little bad of a poor throw, but McBride should have had that one. Left hash is Chad Ryland for this 40-yard attempt. Hold, kick is good. So 6-3, the super exciting game we've all been waiting for. Arizona versus Green Bay, 6-3. Let me update this scorecard for you guys. It'd be really nice to have a long established drive for a touchdown right before half. Get the ball to start the second half. That would be the most ideal thing here. The under is looking great. Yeah, what was it? Like crazy. Yeah, offense gotta respond here. That first drive, man, getting the ball to Matthew Golden was working well. Let's get the ball to him again. Let's get this rolling again. Double up positions. Yep. Or possessions. Yeah, I agree. All right. All right. Still commercial break. Clock, I'll let you know what the clock's at the moment we get back in. Yeah, we need to get a touchdown. Yeah, he says, just like last week, how is it even close? I mean, to be fair, we did beat the Bengals by 2 scores, and after seeing what they did against the Steelers, it makes that feel a little bit like better, in my opinion. But I get what you mean. But yeah, the Packers need to put in a nice touchdown drive here. That was only the second hip drop penalty called this season. Crazy, crazy. All right, we are back from commercial. All right, 5:02 left in the second, so Packers have plenty of time to do whatever they want this drive. Is it Hobbs' fault or is he in a bad spot? What, that throw to Marvin? It was just a tremendous route. I mean, a post out against man coverage. You run it like that, you should get open. Savion catches the ball at the 5-yard line. Up the left side, breaks a tackle, dives forward for additional couple yards to the 33-yard line. So nice little starting field position here for the Packers. Jake says, I feel like we need a more bump and run, man-to-man coverage with single high safety, forcing the opponent to go for longer developing routes, allowing our defensive line more time to get sacks. Yeah, I hear you. I think we should sprinkle in more of that as well. All right, here we go. Offense. 1st and 10, starting at our own 32. 12 personnel by the Packers. Love under center. Wilson is the back. Musgrave in motion. Love takes a snap, play action up the middle. Love climbs a pocket, throwing right, no, running right, pump fakes, and Love slides forward for about a gain of, we'll call it 6 yards. Savion's going to break one soon. Yeah, I could see it. Finally, Love ran on that one where he's kind of had this opportunity to run up the middle a couple times. Took the free 6 yards there. So 2nd and 4. Love takes the snap out of shotgun. Throw right to Emmanuel Wilson on a screenplay, and he loses a yard. And Kraft had to go to the sideline after getting shaken up the play prior, and there is a flag thrown, and I think it's on the offense. As an eligible man downfield. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Enough of these screens to the outside. Like, come on. Can we go past line of scrimmage a couple times? Like, they're playing the behind the line of scrimmage stuff really well. All right, refs still haven't called this flag. Don't know what's going on here. Pass interference on the offense. And they're going to decline it. It was pass interference on John Fitzpatrick. And Kraft left with an injury, it seemed. Let's watch. Oh, he just ran into Will Johnson. And but Kraft is already back on the field. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down, empty set for Love. Has 4 receivers to his left, including Kraft. Love takes a snap. 4-man rush. Has the time. Love gets sacked. He had the time, man. We got to throw the ball. Come on, man. You have time there, man. It's a 4-man rush, and you're blocking 5. You have time. It's... Why are we running... Ran a fake screen to the outside where we completely removed Brooks and Wicks out of the play where one defender could cover both. Come on. Daniel Whelan, punt underway. Called at the 16-yard line, and Dortch goes forward to the 29. Oh, man, it's 3rd and 6. I just don't... Why? Here's the thing with that play call. We had 4 receivers. We had 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen on the wide side of the field. We were right hash. Cool. The play design was probably like a fake screen wheel and then something else across the middle, I'm pretty sure. We dropped Emmanuel Wilson for a screen. and then just left Tay Wicks in front of him as a potential blocker if the screen was thrown. And they had one defender out there covering two people. So therefore, they could bracket up on another wide receiver, and everyone else was covered. They only ran 4-man rush, so they had 7 in back in coverage. And when you can have a defender cover 2 players at once because they're sitting in the same spot, that's a problem. That's a problem there. I think I missed a super chat. Sorry, from Self-Reliant Patriot. Appreciate it. All offensive shot with all of us Packers fans. 3-2-1 drink. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Matt, appreciate it. Said, just gotten here. I'm so sick of this offense. It's just like, come on. We got to take, like, the first drive, what were we doing? Down the field. Not like crazy down the field, but firing the ball to Matthew Golden. He was getting open. He was creating separation. Like, come on. You know, even on that second down, it's like, why are we running such a wide lateral screen to Emmanuel Wilson? Like, if you have the offense of guys like Tucker Kraft, Romeo Dobbs, now Matthew Golden, all credit to Emmanuel Wilson. The dude makes the plays when he gets the ball in his hand. But, I mean, throw it downfield. It's second and 7, man, or 2nd and 6. All right. Matt says, at what point does Jordan call his own plays? Nah, I don't want that. Obviously, having a coach or offensive coordinator is the way to go. You don't want that, but all right. So Cardinals back with the football now. Defense hopefully can get a turnover here. Come on, defense. We need you. We need you, defense. All right. 1st and 10, starting throwing 29. Brissett under center. Takes the snap, handoff right. And Edgerrin Cooper gets him in the backfield for a loss of 2, and there is a flag thrown. What now? What now? What now? What's the flag now? Let me guess. Another weird penalty call on the Packers because they're just going to punish him after Parsons had that interview this week. Holding on the offense. I was mistaken. I don't know if I'd accept that. We had a loss of 2 there. It would have been 2nd and 12. It's hard to say. Yeah, I guess you do accept that 1st and 20. I hope you don't give up at least 8 yards here. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, go Pack, go. Let's get this win. Come on. Brissett under center from the 19. Play action up the middle. Looks like holding. Throws back left to Greg Dortch. And he gets hit after maybe a gain of 4 or 5. So good job accepting the penalty there. Now it's going to be 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 12. Kyle, I just think, at the end of the day, hindsight is 2020. So when a play doesn't work, you're always going to look back and go, what in the world is happening? Or why is that play the one we called? But when you look at the last one, no one's open. So you got to get guys open through scheme. But yeah, man, I agree. It does feel like that sometimes. Brissett in the gun, 2nd and 15. Takes the snap, 4-man rush, quick pressure up the middle, and Brissett is going to go down. It's a group sack of Quay Walker, Micah Parsons, and Carl Brooks. Interested to see who they tally that up to because all of them met at the quarterback, and it's going to be a 3rd and long. And Brissett, I was going to say, it looks like he was slow to get up. It wasn't. It was the running back. So commercial break, 2-minute warning. So Packers can get the ball back here. And hopefully still have a chance to double up. Surprised I haven't blamed the special team. Surprisingly, they haven't done anything wrong yet. I probably just jinxed it. We're gonna muff the punt or something. I don't know. I don't want to put that bad juju. Knock on wood. All right. What are some scores around the league? There's some crazy stuff going on today already. The Giants are up 13-0 at half. The Colts are up 20-3 and have the ball in the red zone. That's crazy. They're going to kick a field goal, though. All right. That said last week, put Quay on the D-line. Joking. Yeah, man, when they use him rushing the passer, A-gap type stuff, he gets in there. He's good at it. Him and Cooper good at it. So, got to utilize him rushing the passer too, for sure. All right. Come on, defense. Let's get off the field here on third down. You want to see Cooper rush more? Yeah, man. He does a good job at rushing the quarterback, that's for sure. Man, we had A-gap pressure by Quay there. Bailout by Cooper covering the tight end up the seam. That was a great play call on 2nd and long. Matt says, sorry from Delaware, so am I. I'm from PA, but I'm close to Delaware. We're at in Delaware. All right. 3rd and 23. Likely going to run the ball here if you're Arizona or run a screen. And the Packers were offsides, and they get a free play. And it's caught. It's caught deep by Zay Jones, and the Packers were offsides, bro. They just gained a shit ton of yards. I'm not. Oh my god, bro. Third and 23, by the way. 3rd and 23, by the way. Bro. What in the world? Evan Williams, man, you got to get out there quicker. Of course Zay Jones is making plays like this against us. Now they're at the Packers' 41-yard line, man. Brissett, toss out to the right to Michael Carter. No, Bam Knight, excuse me. Gains 4. Jesus Christ, man. It's only the Packers that are just like randomly shit like that, like a Zay Jones circus catch on 3rd and 23 is going to happen. Like, it's only us, man. 2nd and 5. Play clock running at 1:20. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. Play action up the middle. Brissett all day to throw. Throws back towards the middle, and what a hit by Quay Walker. Hitting Bam Knight after a minimal gain of about 1. Quay doing good today. Man, he's flying around. Who took the timeout? The Packers took the timeout there. 3rd and 4. I don't even think Nixon was covering him, bro. I don't know what. I think they were in cover 2, and it was just a hole shot. But I don't know why you're in cover 2 there in 3rd and 23. You should be in cover 4 or something, or just cover 2 man. when the Joe Barry is going on, right? Like 3rd and 23. Like, how are you giving that up, man? And you gave him a free play. Like, no matter what happened on the play, they would have had another chance by jumping off sides. All right, 3rd and 4. Brissett takes the snap. 5-man rush. Brissett gets hit while throwing, and Michael Wilson makes another circus catch. Jesus Christ, man. Who are these? Like, I can't even be mad. These receivers who they're just making crazy good catches against us right now. Game clock down to 45 seconds. Ball on the Green Bay 21. Arizona still has 2 timeouts. Brissett takes a snap. Handoff to Dearness Johnson for no gain. Not really understanding that call by Arizona. They're going to have to take a timeout. Well, I mean, they're making crazy plays, man. They're just making crazy plays right now. Both of those catches, just phenomenal catches. You know? Would be nice to get a turnover here. That's for damn sure. That could change a little momentum there, but you know, worst case, man, just don't give up a touchdown, man. This is crazy. Like, the defense looked so phenomenal weeks 1 and 2. And now, you know, 3 out of the last, 4 games, backup quarterbacks are moving the ball against us. 2nd and 10. Brissett, empty set. Takes the snap. Brissett looking. Has to scramble right. Brissett throws right. Caught by Knight. And he gains maybe a yard. Nixon and Bullard in on the stop. And let's see. Timeout called at 19 seconds. Arizona taking their final timeout. So this is very important. It's a 3rd and 9. You know, if the ball's caught inbounds, they have to hurry up and get their field goal team on the field because they have no timeouts, and it would be 4th down. Matt appreciates that. Matt LaFleur in love with the problem with the team. I mean, it's not looking great today, but I don't think it's generally the problem with the team. They just need to be more, consistent with play calls, and then Love needs to hit these throws. It's a problem when we can't blow out these weak teams. It's hard watching this team play sometimes. Yeah, I agree. Packers, tend to really just play down to their competition, which is unfortunate. All right, Brissett in the gun. 3rd and 9. And Micah Parsons jumps off sides. Dude, come on. It's like every week, dude. And Brissett throws it to the end zone, incomplete. But they're going to have another shot here. Bro, stop jumping off sides. Gosh. Where is Valentine? Yeah, I haven't seen him at all. Now that you say it. All right. 3rd and 4. Brissett in the gun. Packers looking like they're in cover 2. Takes the snap. Brissett looking, throwing, right. Touchdown. Wide open. How many times are we going to come out in cover 2 and get beat by a whole shot? How many times are we going to come out in cover 2 and get beat by a whole shot? That happened like twice that drive. Come on. Can we not man up? Can we not man up? Like, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. You just leave Trey McBride wide open? All right. Let me update this scorecard. Bearing a good PAT. It is going to be 13-3. So Packers now down by 10 against Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals. Man, Brissett's making every throw he needs to. He's hitting every throw he needs to, man. And you can't have that. You got to get more pressure on him. You gotta fluster him, force bad throws, create a turnover, and that just hasn't been the case all game. But a lot of ball game left. Got the whole second half. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see Rashawn Gary get held. I wasn't really watching the pass rush there, but I'm sure it could happen. It could have happened, excuse me. To score 3 points against the Arizona defense, which not a terrible defense, but middle of the pack in terms of, pass run. It's inexcusable. Like 3 points in a half of football. And I think someone put that we have 76 yards. I'll fact check it, but it's inexcusable. All right, kickoff underway. And it's a touchback. So Packers will start at their own 35, but there's only 7 seconds left. Can't replicate a Dallas moment, and just should probably kneel this one up into half. The Packers are playing so much zone on defense, and the Cardinals are picking it apart. Like, they're picking it apart. And for some reason, Love's coming out in the gun here with 7 seconds left. I don't know why. Are we actually going to run a play? We do have a timeout, but why? We're actually running a play, man. Oh, okay. We get it to the Arizona 44, so 1 second left. Okay, let's see. We're going to throw Hail Mary. We're going to attempt a kick here. I just attempt a kick, honestly. What's it, a 62-yarder? I'd attempt a kick here. And they are. Found Dobbs over the middle for a nice gain there, and I think the Packers are going to attempt a very, very long field goal to end this half. If they could somehow sneak away with 3 points here after one play in 7 seconds, that'd be crazy. They are going to attempt 61-yarder for Lucas Haversick. Right hash. Snap. Hold. Kick. Oh, dude, did he hit that? He hit it, bro. He hit it. Yo, Lucas Haversick is low-key a goat. How is he doing this shit? Wow. I'll eat crow, man. I said they should kneel it out. Wow, what a kick. That could have been good from 63, man. What a kick by Lucas Haversick. And it rhymes. Wow. Well, he's getting a job somewhere else, that's for sure. Now it's a one-score game. That is huge. That is massive. Okay. Lucas Haversick. Give a little life to the Green Bay Packers at half. That's crazy. That's another, like, why did they, first off, why in the, I get it, because they don't want a kick return chance, but why in the world they kick it out of the back of the end zone? Like, you gave us the ball at the 35, no time wasted. Yeah, I think we were all saying kneel it, because it's like what we saw in Dallas. You're like, imagine a colossal, mistake in that moment, and yeah, you know what I mean? Wow, 61-yarder Lucas Haversick. Get you some, bro. Let's go. That's crazy good. That's a new Green Bay record, right? Because I think I feel like Crosby's hit from like 59, 60, maybe. Haversick's low-key hit everything up the gut. Like, it's all been great kicking from him, man. Oof, man. I feel like you just keep both. Like, could you somehow trade a kicker and maybe get some draft capital to a team that has like no kicker? I don't know. Everyone's saying better than McManus. hey, here's the thing. The Packers just extended McManus. They're not going to move on from him. So, as good as Haversik's been. As good as he's been. 3 points in 7 seconds. So what? Yeah, how did we got 3 points in 7 seconds, matched our total for the remaining 29 minutes and 53 seconds. Like, come on. Come on, man. Haversick broke the Packers record. That's going to be a name in the Packers record book that you just like look back on. You're like, who? Like you'll remember, we know him now, but like 15 years down the road, if it's not broken by that point, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh shit, that was that 2-game Lucas Haversick stretch. That's going to be funny. Oh man. That's a clutch kick. Packers start with the ball. They can go tie the football game. That's huge, man. That is huge. Massive. Kicker competition? Nah. He's been great, but the Packers gave McManus a 3-year deal. You just keep both. If you have the roster space, just keep both. Haversick 7 for 7 on kicks now. That's crazy, man. Including PATs. Man, what a crazy kick. And Larry said, what's going on a macro level? I don't know, man. It just seems like a little inconsistency through Jordan Love today. You know, not hitting the throws he needs to hit. You know, I think the first drive was nice. We're throwing downfield to Matthew Golden, getting him involved. You know, Josh Jacobs got some runs going in a later drive, but he's also playing a little injured. Need to attack downfield a little bit more. Keep him honest, right? You need to utilize and attack the zone that they're in. Find the open zones. You know. And there's some concern, certain moments with the play calling, but at the end of the day, you know, got to execute and yeah. So Jacobs has only played 10 of the 23 total snaps on offense in the first half. Carrington Valentine hasn't played a single snap on the defense yet, which is interesting. Which is interesting. But it's a one-score game, and we start with the football. It's you know, got 30 minutes of football left. Offense sluggish, stinky in the first half, but it's about you know, how we can turn it around here in the second half, hopefully. Hopefully. Some other scores around the league. The Giants, Broncos already in the third quarter, still up 13-0. The Colts up 23-3. The Cowboys up 20-8 over the Commanders. Man. Brandon Aubrey also hit a 61-yarder in the second quarter. But for him, it's you kind of expect it. You're kind of like, oh, just a 61 for Brandon Aubrey? Wow. It's a chip shot for him, huh? But imagine just having like a kicker rotation, just stick with the hot hand. It's like the moment a kicker misses one, you just put in the other one next kick. And then you just keep that rotation going. You miss one, you're out until the other guy misses one. I feel like that'd be crazy because it's like you're not installing confidence in your kicker, but maybe. But yeah. All right. That's crazy. A 61-yarder, man. Crazy. Get Matt Golden the damn ball. He needs at least 6 targets, maybe 10. Yeah, Sean, I agree with you. I think anything less than, honestly, 7 targets is just not what you should be doing with Matthew Golden, especially what we saw last week and what we saw in the first drive of this game. Like, continue to get him the football, man. Continue at least target him, and good things will happen. He had a clutch catch on that 4th down. Beautiful throw by Love, but then, I think that was the last time he touched the ball. Yeah. So obviously the calf injury holding Jacobs back in this game. He's playing, but we need more consistency from our running attack too. Yeah. Is Mike McDaniel going to get fired? 1-5 start. I mean, that's also another thing. Like, yeah, Mike McDaniel should be probably fired, but it's like crazy to think, the Packers 3-1-1, albeit need some things to clean up. But, we could be in the Dolphins fan shoes right now, literally 1-5, and still have your coach out there. So, sometimes you got to look at it from that perspective too. Or you could be the Raiders and get absolutely, 31-0 was it today? Raiders look rough, man. Raiders look rough. Like, did they bench Geno, or are they just like, yeah, this game's over, let's put in Pickett? Geno, like, they completed 10 passes for 67 yards against the Chiefs, man. Shoosh. The Packers kind of on that. Love already completed 10 for 76 yards. Raiders got 31 skunked, man. We need Jordy Nelson. I'm all about that. I think Jordy could still play. I'm just kidding. How old is Jordy now? Dude, he's got to be, 40-something? He's got to be. 40 years old on the dot. Not on the dot. He'll be 41 in May. Fields got benched today. Yeah, I saw that. Dude. At the end of the day, I always just look and I'm like, it could be worse. Like, could be. We're at the top of the NFC North right now. Could be Jets fans. Where year in, year out, you have hope. Things seemingly change. New quarterbacks, new coaches, new this, new that, and you have hope. And it's the same damn thing every year. Like right now, yes, there's a lot that is pissing me off with this football team and needs to be fixed. But at the end of the day, they're at the top of the division, and they can remain at the top of the division because there's a whole half of football left. And we're down by 1 score. English is hard. Should we be down to the Cardinals at 7 points at half with Jacoby Brissett dotting up our defense? No, we shouldn't. But we have a whole half of football to be played. We look like we're still on the plane. Yeah, probably, man. That could. I mean, as goofy as that sounds, like if they weren't able to go through the traditional walkthrough last night, that's gonna affect things, man. It's gonna affect things. We dropped to 3rd in the division if we lose this game. That's good context. I see that point too. Yeah, you're right. We would drop to 3rd, which I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. So almost done with halftime. You had a mid O lineman talking undefeated after 2 games. Yeah, it's a little rough by Sheed there. It's a little rough by Sheed doing that. What about Hafley's play calling? I've been not impressed today with the absurd amount of zone, because I feel like the Cardinals are picking apart our zone. They're just finding the open holes, as you would. And Brissett's doing a good job delivering the football into those spots, like we saw on that 3rd and 23, like we saw on that touchdown to end the game, to end the half. I think the Packers have the personnel to man up, especially against a team with a backup quarterback. Like, Brissett is a good backup. He can command on offense. He can make the throws. He can scramble. He knows what he's doing. But why give him, easy yards, running soft zones all the time? It's like, come on, man. Jeff Hafley played so much man coverage at Boston College, even when he was DC at Ohio State or helping with the defense. They played a lot of man. And I feel like when we hired him, that was like all the talk. Like, wow, he's going to come in, because he talked about it. It's like, he's going to come in and we're going to have this press man defense. And that's what we've been waiting for, right? Like Joe Barry was the epitome of soft zone. And we're like, okay, Hafley's coming in, press man. And last year, a lot of zone, because it's like, hey, maybe we didn't have the personnel, right? We couldn't get home rushing 4 or 5. It was impossible. Now it's like, you trade for Micah Parsons. Wouldn't you want to man up closer to the line of scrimmage and give your rushers a better opportunity to get the quarterback, rather than just saying, hey, take this 5-yard stick route, we'll live by that, and you can nickel and dime down the field and bend but don't break, which in some circumstances is a good thing to do on defense. But I think other circumstances, when you're playing backup quarterbacks like Brissett, Joe Flacco, man the hell up, man. Like, we have physical corners. You could argue that Hobbs, Nixon, Valentine are all guys that play physical, that should be more so man coverage guys. You argue that if you drop Evan Williams into the box in a robber role and maybe you have to man Xavier McKinney against a tight end, you'd argue that he could do that. But leaving a tight end wide open for a touchdown before half doesn't seem like a great idea. Kickoff underway. Savion Williams catches it at the 8-yard line. He's running up the right side and goes down at the 30. So Packers starting at their own 30-yard line. Yeah, we really need to call his turnovers, man. It's getting crazy. All right. 1st and 10. Handoff Jacobs on 1st down. He runs forward for a gain of 2. Okay. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah, Packers 1 of 5 in the first half on 3rd down. All right. 2nd and 8. Love under center. Let's get some more play action here going. Love takes a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Throwing left. Caught left. Dontavian Wicks. And gains about 4 to 5 yards. Third and 4 coming up, I think. All right, 3rd and 5. Love in the gun. Trips right to the far side of the field. Cardinals looking like they're in a too high shell. Love changing the play at the line. Love takes the snap. Straight drop. Penalty down. Flag down and incomplete. Thrown to Kraft on the left side. It might be offsides. It was thrown right as the ball was snapped, so that would signal offsides on defense, but we'll see what they call. But another poor false start on the offense. So that would say that we have another chance at that, right? Illegal formation, and they're going to decline that. Rasheed Walker not on the line of scrimmage. Dude, you can't make that up, bro. 3 and out. 3 and out first drive. Yikes. It's like nothing changed out of the first half. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Now 4th and 3. Yeah, if there's ever a time for a fake punt, it's now. To instill some energy into this team, and Cardinals are playing it safe, you could tell. Wheeling. Punt underway. And touchback. Yeah, that illegal formation stuff on the tackles has been something that the league is definitely trying to really crack down on. I mean, nonetheless, they didn't gain a yard. It's not like we got the first down and that was a penalty to kill it. Like, it was just, it didn't find Kraft across the middle there, or to the left side. Incomplete either way. Man, that looked very sluggish coming out of that third quarter. I'll say that. Man. There goes the start of the second half opportunity. Yep, 100%. Now it's like, okay, is our defense going to change anything? Are we just going to come out in more zone? I don't know. We'll see. I don't like it though. I don't like how much zone we're running, and our offense has barely been able to move the ball. Can we blame the flight? Well, you can blame whatever makes you feel better, but at the end of the day, we're just right now not playing well. That's for sure. That's for sure. Why are we not throwing to Matthew Golden anymore, man? Like, what happened? He had 3 catches in the first half. We need a momentum builder here. We need a turnover, man. Need a turnover. I feel like this Packers team is just so different on the road. It just feels so just low energy on the road. All right, come on, defense. First and 10, Cardinals starting at their own 20. Play action left. Brissett all day to throw. Scrambles right. Checks it down to his tight end. Higgins for a gain of 3. All right, second down. Second and 8. Brissett, handoff to Bam Knight, up the middle. Tackled by McDuffie after about a gain of 3. 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, crucial 3rd and 5 here. Hopefully the Packers can get off the field here and get the ball back, and we can forget like that first drive happened. All right. Packers 1 for 6 on 3rd downs, man. Not ideal. Brissett in the gun on this 3rd and 5. Packers now looking like they're pressing up to the line of scrimmage in a cover 1 look. There we go. Brissett in the gun. Drops back. Looking. Throwing a slot fade. And broken up by Evan Williams. And why are they throwing a flag there? No way. That was such clean coverage. Are you serious? How is that pass interference? That's ridiculous. That was by the book defense. What? Evan Williams is there a little bit early, but I don't think it's egregious to be like, throw the flag instantly, man. Truth. Okay, first down. That's crazy. I thought that was pretty clean, but hard to say. Now the Cardinals at their own 41. Brissett under center. After a 21-yard penalty. Brissett looking left. Scramble. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Get on it. And the Packers get it. That's definitely a fumble. Packers football. And there's a turnover we needed. I think Micah Parsons forced that one. Who forced that? But Evan Williams gets right on the ball. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, Evan Williams. Who forced that? Finally, we get a turnover we needed. It was Rashawn Gary, the forced fumble, and that is a fumble. There's no way you overrule that. That's a fumble. Let's go. God, we needed that. Little bit of momentum, little bit of energy. Now it's up to the offense to take that energy and actually convert now. Come on. Our third takeaway, man, of the year. Come on, man. Hopefully that starts a string of potential takeaways for this defense. Let's go. We needed that. Now we got to score. You got to turn turnovers into points. And we're starting at the Arizona 44. Great starting field position. It is a sack. It's a strip sack by Gary, yes. Loving the gun. Cardinals running like a 5-2 front here, man. That's offsides. Or false start. What is it? Is it offside? Is it a false start? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Aaron Banks false start. Dude, come on. The defense just gave you that. Gift wrapped. And you're going to start with a false start? It's not even a loud stadium. There's go Pack go chance. Ugh. Come on. Trainer's talking to Micah Parsons on the sideline. Just a note. I just saw that happening. 1st and 15. Loving the gun. Love takes a snap. 4-man rush. Love, quick throw across the middle. Nice grab by Romeo Doubs. Back to the Arizona 41-yard line. Gain of 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Second and 8. Second and 8. Love under center. Kraft in motion. Love takes the snap. Play action. Love, clean pocket. Throws it across the middle. Caught. Romeo Doubs. Him and Love and Doubs cooking right now. Feels like the only player Love is thrown to consistently right now, and that's a 20-yard, I think, was that 20 yards? But first down. Great block by Kraft on that, on Josh Sweat. First down, Green Bay. Let's go. Come on. I think Josh Sweat's still hurt. Is he hurt from that? Ugh, that's not good. He took a big hit from Kraft, man, on that backside block. But we're going to be at the Arizona 24-yard line now. It's crazy. I like, not that I forgot about him, but I kind of like forgot that we don't have Reed right now, you know? And we'll be getting back Watson hopefully next week and Reed hopefully sometime in November. That's crazy. But yeah, come on, offense. Need to continue to move this football. Come on. Put Bo on Max Melton. Yeah. Do a little end around to him, right at him. He's really bad against the run, Max is. All right. Come on. Let's punch this in here and tie this game up. We needed that turnover big time. You got to convert it into 7. Have to. All right. Where did Golden go? Your guess is as good as mine, man. But we need to be feeding him too. Dobbs doing a great job, though. Dobbs has just been like Mr. Consistent and honestly should have a touchdown because that deep ball. All right, 1st and 10 for the Packers. Love under center at the Arizona 24. Takes the snap, and it looked messy, but Love throws hit Golden on the right side. Golden to the 10-yard line and out of bounds at the 5. Runs over a police officer on the sideline. That's crazy. 1st and goal, Green Bay. That snap exchange looked a little off, but luckily no false start, and get Golden the ball in his hands running across field, and you'll gain yards. Almost a touchdown, 5 yards away. Come on. Let's punch it in. 1st and goal. 12 personnel for the Packers. Love takes the snap. Hand off Jacobs. He bounces out the left side. Josh Jacobs, touchdown. Let's go. There we go. Let's tie this thing up. That's the little bit of energy, the burst of energy that we needed. Defense creates a turnover. Offense punches it in for 7. Well, hopefully soon to be 7. Come on. Man, Josh Jacobs, man. Playing through a calf injury and still beating guys to the end zone there. Let's go. I had an anytime touchdown for Jacobs on my sleeper picks, so there's that one. And Golden also got the more for I had 3.5 receptions. PAT is up and good for Lucas Haversick. All right, tie ball game, just like that. Let's just completely forget about that first drive we saw out of half. That didn't exist. I'm erasing that one from my mind. Let's think that this one was the first drive. They should have gave Golden his touchdown for his first. I'm all for Golden getting a touchdown, but no, you score how you can. There's no giving anything to anyone. You score what works. And what worked there is a run from Josh Jacobs. Awesome. 13-13. Now, let's get another stop on defense. Yeah, we need interception. I want an interception for this defense by this end of this game. I think we need that. Like, we need 2 turnovers in a game. We've yet to have that this year. We need it. Whelan's averaging 61 yards a punt this game. That's crazy. Yeah, Golden ran into like the camera guy and the cop on the sideline. That's crazy. All right. Finally, we had a play on defense, and the offense answered. That seems seldom for this Packers team. Often. Micah Parsons already has 6 pressures in the first half. Whew. I forgot PFF is doing the live grading, which is cool. because you can see pressures and whatnot. Let's see. I'll bring it up on my screen. All right, defense. Let's get another stop. Yeah, Parsons already has 6 pressures. Wooden has 3. Quay has 3. Let's go. All right. Is Denver at home? Yes. Against the Giants. Yep. And it's going to be a touchback for the Cardinals. I think we kicked it. 1 second. All right. Here we go. So Cardinals starting at the 35. Don't know why we kicked it into the end zone there, but start at the 35. Come on. Come on, defense. Let's go. Brissett under center on this 1st and 10. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Bam Knight. And he goes forward for about a gain of 9 or 10. Can't let these first down big runs, man. And Bam Knight looks hurt. He got clobbered by J.J. Nigbare. Big hit. Nope, Bam Knight remains in the game. Looks like he was just a little slow to get up, but 2nd and 1 coming up, gain of 9. Brissett under center. The refs stop it for some reason. For what? Oh, they're calling Bam Knight out of the game for concussion evaluation. So refs had to stop the play. So they had to stop the game. All right, 2nd and 1 again. So now seemingly Michael Carter checks into the game. Yep, it is Michael Carter. All right, come on. Come on, defense. Brissett under center. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, Michael Carter. And he goes forward for gain of 1. We'll call it a 1st down. Okay, reset. Hopefully, let's get a stop on this 1st down. Don't allow 2nd and short, man. Down and distance, so important. They're loving the run on 1st down, and they're gaining the yardage. Arizona already with 194 total yards, 13 1st downs. Come on, man. Brissett in the gun on this 1st and 10 at their own 45. Takes the snap, play action up the middle. Packers sending the house. And Brissett is going to go down. It's Quay Walker again. And a lot of others meeting at Brissett. Quay, Gary, Inigbare. Finally, we're getting some pressure turned into sacks here. And Quay Walker's absolutely on fire rushing from that A-gap. He is being shot out of a cannon this game. It's been impressive. I mean, Michael Carter has no shot blocking him, man. Nice 1st down play. Let's go. Brissett, dude, he's getting hammered back there, dude. 2nd and 17. Come on, defense. Brissett takes the snap. Hand off Carter. He gets the line of scrimmage. Maybe gains 2 yards. Maybe call it 3. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up. Come on. Come on. Get ready for that Quay Walker 54 PFF grade. You are so right. It hurts. You are so right, bro. Come on, let's get off the field on this 3rd and long. 3rd and 14. Man up. Pressure the quarterback. Third and 14. Brissett in the gun. Looks like Packers are in too high. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Brissett deep to the left side, and it's caught by Marvin Harrison Jr. Nate Hobbs beat yet again. Good God, dude. Nate Hobbs is just consistently, and we're running two-man. Cover 2-man like we should have, and Nate Hobbs gets beat. The play call is exactly what I wanted, and Nate Hobbs just gets beat. Come on, bro. You can see Jeff Affleck go, God damn it, in the booth. It's like, cover 2-man. But why, like, as much as I believe in Hobbs, why is Valentine getting no snaps? Why? Now they're at the Green Bay 24, just like that, after big plays by the front. And they throw it over the middle to Trey McBride for an easy 9 yards. Good gosh. Come on. That's like such crucial third downs that the Packers defense has given up in this game, man. You can't allow it. 3rd and 1. Takes the snap. Quick bubble screen to McBride, who gets by Bullard and gains a first down to the Green Bay 12. Nine straight completions for Brissett. Come on, bro. Why do backup quarterbacks do this against our defense? Like any other team they'd play in, he's not making these throws. He's not. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 12. Let's hopefully hold them to 3 here. Come on. Brissett takes the snap. Hand off Michael Carter. Bounces to the middle. Nice tackle by Colby Wooden. Minimal gain of 1. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, if Hobbs is going to continue to get beat, it's like, why isn't Valentine out here? I haven't seen Valentine once. And there's nothing he did last game that told me, hey, he needs to be off the field. I think Valentine was our best corner against the Bengals. Brissett takes the snap in the gun, 2nd and 10. Climbs a pocket, throws across the middle, and McBride's wide open yet again and breaks. And Hobbs misses the tackle. You can't make it up, bro. Oh, you can't make it up. Get him off the field, bro. Get him off the field. I had a lot of high hopes for Nate Hobbs entering this season, but he has not shown much at all. Get him off the field, bro. What a sorry tackle attempt, bro. What a sorry tackle attempt. And again, McBride wide open out of his own. Come on, man. Maybe we should have put a safety on him. Ooh, Packers almost blocked that PAT, but they didn't. 20-13. Let me adjust the score. Can we just run with a little bit of momentum just once? Nope. Because you got to give up a 3rd and long because you're Nate Hobbs and you give up the touchdown too. Good gosh. Good gosh. Like, it's so unfortunate. Like, get Valentine on the field. Trade for Reek Woolen? Yeah. I don't know, man. Do you guys remember when Nate Hobbs in the training camp was super physical? I remember. 3rd and 23 and a 3rd and 14 already. The Packers gave up so far in this game. Whew. Bad. Put in Bo Melton. Why not? Why not? Not good. Not good. Man. Move Hobbs back inside. Yeah, probably should, man. Probably should. Jesus, Colts are up 38-17. Shoosh. That's another Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Good Lord. All right, kickoff underway. It's going to be returned at the 11-yard line by Savion Williams. And he runs into his own man of Isaiah McDuffie, but he gets across to the 33-yard line. All right, come on. Could we trade Haversick instead of cutting him when McManus is back? I mean, yeah, you could trade anyone, but if you have the roster spot, why not just keep both? All right. Come on, offense. Defense didn't do good on that drive, but now it's time for the offense to carry the load a little bit here. Come on. Emmanuel Wilson is the back, single back. Love under center, starting at their own 33. Love takes a snap. Hand off Emmanuel Wilson. Gets absolutely... Jordan Morgan got blown up, and Emmanuel Wilson stiff-armed Jordan Morgan and still gained 7 yards. That was impressive. Because Jordan Morgan got absolutely blown up there, and it looked like it could have been a negative play. And I think Emmanuel Wilson literally stiff-armed Jordan Morgan to the ground and ran for 7. There we go. Way to make something out of nothing. Sorry, 6 yards. I haven't seen Sean Ryan at all either, so... All right. 2nd and 4. Kraft orbit motion. Love takes the snap. Hand off Wilson. Gains a yard. So 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. This is very, very crucial to convert this, man. Love going up tempo, keeping the Arizona in whatever personnel they're in. Love takes a snap. 3rd and 3. Looking. Throwing. Tucker Kraft on the screen, and he has a hole up the right side to the 40. All the way to the Arizona 37-yard line on that tight end screen. That's what I mean, man. It's like hindsight's 2020. If that screen doesn't work, everyone says Matt LaFleur, terrible play calling. But they run a screen, and it executed nicely and gains a big gain here for Tucker Kraft. But nice play by Tucker Kraft. Let's go. Nice play, Tucker. All right. Hurry up. Game clock's already down to 4 seconds. Come on. Snap the ball. Takes a snap. Love climbs the pocket. Throws across the middle and dropped by Kraft. But a little bit of a bad throw. The whole setup was bad. They were off timing there. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. 2:20 remains in the third. Love in the gun. Love takes a snap, 4-man rush. Has time to throw. Love scrambles right. Love pump fakes. There's a flag down, and Love takes a massive hit and fumbles, but gets back on the ball. And luckily, Love seems fine. Oh my gosh. There's a flag down, but I don't think it's on the hit. I think it's illegal use of hands to the face defense. Number 0, Will Johnson, automatic first down. Man, Will Johnson getting a ton of penalties so far. Third today. Man, Love got clobbered there. I'm just glad he's okay. Phew. Crazy. Love got hit hard, man. He looks fine. He didn't look dazed by it at all. But 1st and 10 now at the Arizona 28. Love under center. Straight drop. Love climbs the pocket. Now runs left. Come on, Rasheed Walker. Make a block. Love running again. Love first down and more. Slides and gets the first down. I think Budda Baker tried to murder him yet again there, but Love this time slid. God, Rasheed Walker just standing there. Like, get a block, bro. Love's like Paul Crew in Longest Yard. He's like, you guys won't block? Fuck, I'll do it myself. First down, Green Bay. Jacobs back in. Let's go. Keep moving, offense. Love under center from the 16-yard line. Love takes the snap. Play action. Has Kraft on a slide. And Kraft just misses that football. Goes kind of right through his hands there. Incomplete. Little rare missed catch there by Kraft. Just got kind of like too high above his head. And it was a good throw. It's just Kraft should have made that catch. All right. 2nd and 10. Got to get a good chunk here. Takes the snap. Quick screen, and Malik Heath was offsides, bro. I saw it pre-snap, and the ref threw the flag. Malik Heath was literally offsides, bro. Oh my God, this is preseason shit, guys. Offsides, offense, number 18. I saw it pre-snap, and the moment I saw it, I looked down, ref throws a flag right at the snap. Bro, come on. How are you offsides as a receiver, bro? It's on Malik Heath. He was literally lined up on the line of scrimmage, but offsides in the neutral zone. In a stack, it was a trips left, and he was the line of scrimmage receiver. Yeah, Heath, yeah. 2nd and 15. Come on, get out of the huddle. Now we got Musgrave out there instead of Kraft. Trips left. Love takes a snap. Screenplay, and oh my God. It was a screenplay to Emmanuel Wilson. He slipped and incomplete, but they're going to call roughing the passer on Love, I think. I think they got roughing the passer on Love. So Packers got away. Yeah, they got lucky there because that screenplay looked like it was going to go for a big gain, and Wilson just slipped. And roughing the passer. So Packers get a free first down there. That's huge. Wow. Yeah, that's a soft. I mean, is it necessary by Stills? No. Is it kind of soft? Yeah. But I'll take it. It's unnecessary by the Cardinals defender to shove Love to the ground after the ball is clearly out of his hands, but it's a little soft. All right, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line now. So Packers, 1st and 10, takes the snap, handoff to Wilson, running up the middle, nice little gain of about 4 there. So Packers can still get a first down at the 1-yard line. And the Packers might run this into the fourth quarter. We'll see if they run another play. Looks like they're going up tempo. Let's see if they run hard or actually run a play here. Arizona is really light at the top of the screen. They could run a bubble screen here. Nope. Just trying to run hard count. I mean, no one ever is fooled by that. Like, literally no one's ever fooled by that. I don't know why we do it so much. End of the third quarter. Packers down by 7. Inside the Arizona 10 with a chance to tie it. Broncos are getting worked. That's crazy. Yeah, Broncos are down 26-8. What the world? Cowboys up 34-15 over the Commanders. Man. Why is Jake Ferguson like doing so well this year, man? He's cooking. 2 touchdowns this game. Colts up 38-24 over the Chargers. Shoosh. Man. All right, gotta punch it in here, tie this game. Gotta punch it in. Gotta punch it in. Come on. All right. Come on. Still in commercial break. Should have activated Watson. Yeah, I'd rather, I want to do Watson as much as everyone else, but it's nice to be a little safe with him. But, yeah, I think it happens next week. All right. All right, we're back from commercial. Come on. Secondary being exposed. Yeah, man, it's not looking good right now. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Gotta punch this in. Come on, offense. Golden first touchdown will go hard here. Jacobs in motion. Love takes the snap. Handoff. No. Play action. Josh Jacobs. Love scrambles right. Caught Tucker Kraft. Touchdown. Let's go. Let's go, Tuck. Let's go, Tuck. Fourth quarter just started, J-Mac. Let's go. Tie it up. Love play action, man. Love it. I love play action and then have a little flat to Tucker Kraft. Man, we run that so well. So well. And pending this Haversick PAT, should be tied up here. And we are. Haversick, man, just perfect out there, man. Tie ball game. Let me change my scorecard. Guys, just so we know, all my sleeper picks outside of a Jacoby Brissett interception have hit. So, just saying, I think we need an interception. I think we need an interception. That's for damn sure. That's what we need. We need a pick, yeah. Nate Hobbs can maybe save himself from the hate with an interception, right? Come on. Mm. All right, come on. We need an interception. It's time for our defense to put this shit away. Nate Hobbs to the couch, yeah. Well, we'll see if he's still out there this drive, or maybe they go for Valentine. But dude, it's like, what did Valentine do this week, man? Did he like piss Jeff Hafley off or something? Like, I don't. Jaden Daniels, hamstring, questionable return. So we went out with a hamstring. Yikes. Cowboys are cooking, man. Cowboys are up 41-15. Deron Bland has had a pick 6 on Marcus Mariota. Oof. All right. Any injuries for this game for us, J-Mac? I didn't see any. I know Parsons talked to the trainer after a drive, but he's been back in since. Is Wicks hurt? I didn't see that. I know he had an ankle injury last game, but I saw him with a catch this game. I didn't know if he checked out or not. All right, Dortch returning it from the 2-yard line. Breaks a tackle. Flag is thrown, breaks another tackle. Dortch all the way to the 40, but there is a flag thrown. I think it will be coming back. Wicks is hurt. I would assume it's his ankle again. I could try to find out. If I go to the Packers Twitter, they might have. Face mask on the kicking team, bro. How? Now they're already in Packers territory. Yeah, well, all that can go wrong will go wrong. Isaiah McDuffie with a face mask. No, sorry, it was Aaron Mosby with a face mask. That's crazy. Like, to this point, special teams has been fine. And then, of course, it has to blow it here. Good gosh. Brissett has completed his last 11 attempts. Come on, bro. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 45. Terrific field position for them. Brissett, empty set. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. It's a screenplay to McBride, and Colby Wooden does a nice job getting back to that. So only a minimal gain of about 3 there. Come on, defense. Brissett under center. 2nd and 6. Takes a snap. Play action up the middle. There's pressure. And Brissett somehow gets loose. Breaks another tackle. Breaks a 3rd tackle. Oh my gosh. And gains 2 yards. Come on, guys. Clean it up. And of course, water is wet. There's a flag down. Quay is shaken up too, man. What's the flag? Holding on the defense on Nate Hobbs. Oh, you can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. Why is he out there? Why is he out there? You playing like ass, dude. Quay looks hurt. I'm hoping he's fine, man. They're still checking on Quay on the field, man. He's sitting up, but I'm trying to watch. Ooh. He kind of gets... He runs right into a lineman. His head got tweaked to the side. I think he might have... I saw Quay kind of point at his neck, so I'm hoping he's chilling. He's fine, but he's going to the sideline. He's kind of holding his arm weird, too. So hopefully Quay can get checked out and remain fine. Kalen King ain't on the team. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, now they're at the Green Bay 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. Handoff left. Is Bam Knight for a gain of 9 on 1st down. I've said that so many times, man. We can't be allowing these huge runs on 1st down. Entering this game, we were the #1 run defense in terms of yards allowed. What is happening? These are all practice squad running backs, man. Come on. Come on. Handoff, Bam Knight. Gets the 1st down. Gain of about 3. Good Lord. Jacoby Brissett being 18 of 24 for 214 is unacceptable, man. Brissett under center at the Green Bay 21, 1st and 10, 12:37 remaining in the 4th. Handoff, Bam Knight. Finally on a 1st down, they gain nothing. Warren Brinson in on that one. Sorry, Wooden and McDuffie, excuse me. Finally got them into 2nd and long. All right. 2nd and 10. Come on, let's create a turnover. Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Cross the middle. Trey McBride once again finding an open hole in the zone. Just a quick stick route. I mean, it's what they want. It's what you're giving them. If you're gonna give it to them, and they're gonna take it. Now it's gonna be 3rd and 2. Can hopefully get off the field here and force a field goal. Come on, defense. 3rd and 2. Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Quick throw. Wide open Bam Knight. Cooper quickly to follow with a tackle after a 1st down. And good Lord, man. 14th consecutive completion for Jacoby Brissett. Yes, I said that. And that's just sounds disgusting to say. Like, come on, man. Quay Walker's still out of this game. And Edgerrin Cooper maybe looked a little shaken up after that one, too. Yikes. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. Handoff left. And Cooper makes a phenomenal play in the backfield. No, sorry, that was Tyron Hopper. Let's go. Get a little Tyron Hopper on the field. Makes an instant play. Tackle for loss in the backfield. Let's go. Almost forgot about Hopper. Come on, defense. 2nd and goal. From the 10. Gotta keep this, at least 8+ yards out after this play. Come on. Why are we so off? Why are we playing so off? Oh my God, to the trips. Brissett takes a snap out of the gun. He's going to almost get sacked by Parsons and throws it away. Should have been a sack by Parsons, and Brissett just did his best Joe Flacco impersonation and threw that thing out. Brissett's doing a phenomenal job at somehow, like, breaking tackles, man. And thank God Wooden didn't get called for roughing the passer there, because he kind of hit Brissett after he threw a little high. Got to be careful with that. 3rd and goal from the 10. Come on, Micah. Do it again. 3rd and 10. Packers showing cover 2 man. Valentine's on the field. I repeat, Valentine is on the field. Oh, I see a McDuffie against the running back man. Brissett takes the snap. He's going to go down for Micah Parsons all the way at the 25, and you cannot stop this man right now. When you're not holding him, you cannot stop him. Huge sack by Micah Parsons. My gosh. He is absolutely eating this right tackle's lunch right now, man. Man, that's a fire play, man. Let's go. So hold them to a field goal attempt here is great, and it's a little bit of a longer one. So let's see if, it should be a chip shot, but we'll see. Ryland, 39-yard attempt. Miss it. Come on, buddy. Right hash, too. Come on, miss it. It's good. That's a chip shot. Cardinals take the lead yet again with 9:01 left in the 4th. All right, offense. Let's answer. Let's answer, offense. About 9 minutes left, right? I think that's what it was. Yeah, 9:01 left in the 4th. Come on, got to get a touchdown, take the lead here. Time for a bomb to Golden. I'd like a shot. That'd be cool. Shot to Golden here. Man. Come on, offense. The one thing is Arizona's EPA per play drops to like league bottom in the 4th quarter, whereas the 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, it's pretty high. Even the 3rd quarter, it drops to like almost league bottom in the 4th. So just keep that in mind. And Arizona has lost 4 straight very close games. They're a better team than people make them out to be. And I said that even before this game last week on Roundtable. Their offense arguably looked better with Brissett last week than it has all season. So, figured it would be a close game, but Packers need to play better, and hopefully we can get the win here. Packers have allowed 12 points per game in the 4th quarter, which is the worst in the NFL. Well, hopefully we could clean that up in this one, huh? Kickoff underway. And it's going to be returned by Bo Melton, caught at the 5-yard line. Bow up the right side to the 30-yard line, and guess what? We have another flag on special teams. It's going to be a hold on Katana Ladapo because, you can't go full game with normalcy on special teams if you're the Green Bay Packers. That's just not possible. So 10-yard penalty. Now we start at the 20 because, why have a whole game of good special teams? Why would you? You can't if you're Rich Bisaccia and company. It doesn't exist. Good Lord, man. Packers should have kept Jair over Hobbs. Has Jair even played? An honest question. Like, how much has he actually played? All right. Packers starting no after 16. Not own 20. They're own 16. Already setting themselves up in bad field position because of special teams. Love under center. Golden in motion. Love drops the snap. Picks it back up. Love scrambling right and throws it into the dirt. I mean, come on. How are we dropping the snap? Just didn't do a good job hanging on to it there. At least didn't end up in a turnover or anything and was not a negative play either. So that's good. Second and 10. 8:52 left in this game. Love in the gun. Love takes the snap. Quick throw left. Romeo Doubs caught. Gains about 5. So it's going to be third and manageable coming up. About 3rd and 5. Third and 6 coming up. Come on, offense. Got to convert. Got to convert. Love in the gun. Cardinals showing zone coverage. Golden in motion. Love takes the snap. 4-man rush. Love throws it and incomplete to Kraft. Good Lord, man. Just like that, you go 3 and out. It's going to be up to the defense yet again to get the ball back. I feel like Love should have just ran up the middle there. That opened up. If he could sneak through that pocket, he could have maybe got a first, but that pocket collapsed. Not good. And now, hopefully, Danny Whelan can flip this field, but he's punting out at his own 5, man. Punt underway. And Whelan, oh, yeah. Gets it to about the 30. Maybe the 32. It's not bad, all things considered.
Can we please put Malik Willis in?
Matt, appreciate the dono. I don't think we should put Malik Willis in. I don't think that would help us right now. All they're going to do is run. I kind of want them to. Brissett has 12 straight completions? I kind of want him to run. I think if we could key in on that, it will be fine, but oh, man. Come on, defense. I need to get a stop. Packers ain't a good road team. Seemingly, man. It seems like every time on the road, they just play with lack of energy. At least on the offense. Come on. Here we go. Why did we extend Rich? I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Damn, Broncos coming back. They're only down by 3 now. 3:51 remains. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we got to get a stop. That's a wild comment. Come on.
Better plays Wembley can.
First and 10. Let's go defense.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Brissett under center. Takes a snap. Play action. Up the middle. Throws back to the running back. And that's Michael Carter for a first down. All the way to their own 39. That just continues to beat the Packers. Play action and throw right back to the running back, man. Come on, D. First and 10 at their own 39. Brissett in the gun. Takes a snap. Handoff Carter, who tries to bounce out to the left side. Nice play by McDuffie and Wooden to make it maybe a gain of a half a yard there. Quay Walker. No, I don't see him. That was Micah. I was going to say, I don't see Quay back in yet. We're going to need another Micah Parsons sack. We're going to need an interception, man. We're going to need an interception. Come on, defense. 2nd and 9. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Brissett incomplete. Misses his receiver, who was open. And that's about the first time I've seen Brissett miss all day. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up. And Packers, I see Quay back on the field. He's back. Man, 3rd and 9. Let's go, defense. Time to get off the field. Set up some A-gap pressure, man. Come on. I'd send Quay right again. Packers showing cover 1 here. They're running cover 1 man. It's pretty simple across the board. Brissett takes the snap. Brissett swings it out to Michael Wilson, and he gets tackled by Edgerrin Cooper short of the sticks. It's 4th and 2. Wonderful tackle by Cooper. Let's see what the Cardinals do. 4th and 1. Oh, man. What a tackle by Edgerrin Cooper. But it looks like the Cardinals are going to keep their offense out on the field. Come on, defense. They're in their own territory at the 48. 4th and 1. Don't jump off sides. And someone calls a timeout. Green Bay takes a timeout. I don't like that. There's a flag on the field? Why is there... Oh, okay. I think it just fell out of someone's pocket. So I think they had 12 men on the defense, and luckily Matt LaFleur got a timeout out, because that would have actually made me crash out if they got a first down because 12 men on the field. Yeah. So that's... You had to take a timeout there. But you also shouldn't just have 12 people on the field, man. Like, come on. 4th and 1. Come on, defense. Is that Josiah DeGuara wearing number 45? That is diabolical. First off, didn't know he's on an active roster. Second off, 45 is crazy, my guy. Yikes. Watch, he's gonna catch a pass here. I just jinxed it. All right, 4th and 1. Don't jump off. Brissett under center. Brissett, quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get it. Packers get a stop. He's not going to get it. Packers get the football. That's a boo. I feel like if you're the Cardinal, I know it's hindsight, but you should have punted that thing. Your defense is playing pretty well, man. Now you just gave the Packers the ball in your territory, down by 3. Let's go, defense. Who jumped over the top there? Who was that? Is that Quay Walker having a hell of a game? Man. What a stop. McDuffie pulling him from behind, too. McDuffie's having a solid game. Come on, offense. Let's win this game. And that was with Micah Parsons off the field. Makes sense on 4th and 1. All right, offense. In Arizona territory at the 48. Love under center, 1st and 10. Love takes the snap. Handoff. Josh Jacobs. He dives forward for about a gain of 2 or 3. Come on, run some more play action. Second and 7 coming up. Second and 7. Come on, O. Love in the gun, 12 personnel. Second and 7. Love takes the snap, looking left, quick throw. It's incomplete, batted down by Calais Campbell, who hard to throw over. 6'8" Calais Campbell. It's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up. Come on. Need to at least get in field goal range, man. I mean, Haversick already hit a 61, but you don't want to rely on that. And it would be farther than that here. Love takes a snap. 3rd and 7. Pocket collapses. Throws across the middle. Tucker Kraft. First down. Clutch play by Jordan Love. Evading that pressure. That pocket collapsed quickly on the edge. And does a great job finding Tucker Kraft as the open man after a block and release. Good job, Tucker, finding that open zone. Man, that was close. All right, 1st and 10. Come on, offense. Keep pushing the ball. Kraft in motion. Love in the gun. Takes the snap. Toss right. Josh Jacobs. He goes forward. Gain of 5. Toss out of shotgun there. Nice gain of 5 on 1st. Come on. Game clock down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Walker ain't getting paid this offseason. Some team's going to pay him. If a team paid Dan more of that money, some team's paying Walker, I promise you. It ain't going to be the Packers. 2nd and 5. Love in the gun. 12 personnel. Kraft in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff Jacobs. Nice block by Kraft. Jacobs goes forward. Gain of about 4.5. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. And I would just do the Love shove twice in a row, man. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Got to get the first, man. Love in the gun. I don't like gun, man. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, wait. Love gets under center. Love takes a snap. Toss right to Josh Jacobs, and you lose a yard. You need 1. Why are we going laterally? Good Lord. You need 1 yard. Why are we doing a toss to the right, man? You're just getting too cute. It's just too cute, man. It's just too cute. Overthinking it, man. Ah. Haversick to tie the game. $47-yarder for Haversick. I just don't get running a toss on 3rd and 1. You need 1 yard. Run it up the center. And if you don't get it, do it again. It's probably 4th and 1. Oh. Packers are going to go for it here. Packers are going to go for it here. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. And if they don't get this, they only have one timeout, so wasting a timeout there is brutal. Oof. Oh, man. 4th and 2. Fourth and 2. We're going for it. That's crazy. And we're in gun. Trips left. Zone for Arizona. Golden in motion. Love takes the snap. 4-man rush. What are we? Tucker Kraft, what a catch on the outside. Oh my gosh. First down. Right on the sideline. Toe drag, swag. Oh, that was so scary. My heart rate was so high there, especially when I saw Love load up to throw it kind of intermediate. What a corner out by Tucker Kraft. Getting your feet down, man. Oh, man. Everyone that wrote fire Matt LaFleur are deleting their comments. See, when it works, it works. And then you can rejoice. But, oh, that's a risky call, man. That was a risky call. Love in the gun, now at the Arizona 14. Takes the snap, handoff Jacobs. He bounces left. Oh, my God, what a cut. And Jacobs goes forward for a gain of six or so. Kind of slipped, but still gained 5. Oh, man. Why are Packers going up-tempo here? Why are we going up-tempo? We're approaching the 2-minute warning. You don't need to get a playoff. Do not snap it. They don't. 2-minute warning. Good. And Arizona has 3 timeouts, so you score a touchdown here. You can't settle for 3. Because if you tie this up, Arizona has a lot of time to go win the game. Come on. Too close for comfort right now, man. Yeah, just no spamming, please. That's all I ask. You say whatever, just don't spam. Is Denver winning now? No way. No way, really? Let's see. Wow, Denver's winning right now. Oh my. Who scored? It was Harvey. Man. Bo Nix kind of cooking, man. No, it was Bo Nix on a running touchdown. Let's go. All right, commercial break. Giants, bro. Come on. I was believing in you. They still have a minute 51, down by 4. Touchdown to win it. All right. Giants are choking right now, man. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back. Come on, let's hopefully get some clock chewed down and score a touchdown. Come on. All right. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 5. They can still get a first down at the 4-yard line. Love in the gun. Takes the snap. Hand off Jacobs. He bounces out. Cuts back middle. Goes down to the 1 yard line. A first down. And the Packers to the 1. You know, obviously you got to score if you want to, if you can, but it kind of helps the Packers a little bit. Wasting some timeouts by Arizona here. Jacobs getting tackled at the 1 there, but now you got to punch it in. You have 4 plays at the 1 yard line. Now you got to punch it in. Arizona obviously takes a timeout. 1:54 left. Seemingly the Packers should be able to score here and go up by 4, which would be huge, man. Yeah, give it. Josh Jacobs has turned what could have been a negative play into a first down. He's been playing his ass off in this game. First and goal from the 1. Love under center. Love takes the snap. Hand off Jacobs. Goes forward. Touchdown. Hey, if they're going to give it to you, you take it. You take the touchdown. Let's go. Packers take the lead. At least you wasted 1 timeout from them. And now it's going to come down to the defense stopping a touchdown. That's what it's going to come down to, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Got to make this PAT, though, to go up 4. This is big. This is big. Man. 1:50 left. Left hash, Haversick. Hold. Kick is good. There we go. Good kick. Haversick, man. 10 for 10 for that past 2 games. Let's adjust this scorecard. All right. It's down to the defense. Down to the defense. And like I said, all I need is an interception from Jacoby Brissett. And my sleeper picks hit. And I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Nate Haas interception just to oh, that would go. That would be so nice. Broncos are about to win. Giants have a 4th and 19, man. At their own 26. All right, got to kick this inbounds. Do not give them a touchback here. You cannot give them a start at the 35. Why? Why are you kicking it into the end zone? Haversick, I love you, but why? You just gave it. You just didn't waste any time and you gave him the ball at the 35. Why? I swear Rich Bisaccia doesn't coach, man. I swear he's just sitting there. Because it didn't even look like he tried to keep that thing out of there. I swear, man. Special teams is going to be the death of me. Giants just converted with an unnecessary roughness. All right. Cardinals, under 2 minutes, starting to get their own 35. Brissett takes the snap. 4-man rush. He's going to have to throw it into the dirt after another pressure by Micah Parsons. And there's a flag thrown. I think it's going to be holding on the offense. It's going to be holding on the offense. And you're accepting that 100%. Let's go. Micah is on fire this game, man. He's playing lights out. It was holding on Evan Brown on Carl Brooks, who probably would have had a sack without that hold. 1st and 20, now at the 25. Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap. Brissett throws across the middle. Caught by McBride. It's a gain of 6, so 2nd and 14. Cardinals going up tempo. Clock at 1:30. Packers showing cover 2. Takes the snap. Brissett climbs the pocket. Parsons with another pressure. Wide open is... Or nice catch by, is that Michael Wilson? Who? Zay Jones? Oh my gosh, it's always Zay Jones. Into Green Bay territory. 24-yard catch. Right underneath the safeties, man. Like, come on, X. We need a play, man. At the Packers 45, Brissett drops back, climbs the pocket, throws deep right. Incomplete, and there's a flag. Is it going to be holding on Nixon, bro? I swear. So many flags. I think it's going to be... It's against Green Bay. Illegal contact on Nixon. 5-yard penalty. First down. Okay. So many penalties, bro. Yeah, man. You can't hold on to him past 5 yards, man. Come on. Packers with 10 penalties for 94. Come on. Under a minute. 1st and 10. Arizona at the Green Bay 40. Brissett takes the snap. Looking right. Getting pressure. Throws across the middle. Throws it into the dirt. Misses Marv there. And that's about the second time all game I've seen Brissett miss a throw. Come on, guys. Got to get out of here with a win. Oh. I don't know why there's so much cover 2 by this Packers team right now. They're tearing it apart. They should have had a complete pass there, too. 2nd and 10. Packers looking like cover 2 man. Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Got to get there. Too much time. Throws it to his check down across the right. Michael Carter. Gains 12 yards. And if Arizona's smart, they take a timeout. I'm surprised they're not. Yeah, Micah needs to be out there. Game clock down to 35. I have no idea why they didn't take a timeout. Takes the snap. Brissett. Parsons sacks him. Comes right in and takes him down. Let's go, Micah. Gosh, this is crazy. This is the best game he's played in a green and gold uniform. And Arizona forced to take the timeout. He came right on and said, Jonah Williams, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, man, when we needed it most, Micah is just absolutely on fire. Ooh. You cannot have one-on-one with Micah Parsons. 27 seconds remain. Cardinals still have a timeout. It's a loss of 9. 3 sacks from Micah today, man. Oh, man. Come on. Brinson's out there. Parsons is out there. Let's get another one. Come on, defense. 2nd and 19, now at the 35. Brissett takes the snap. Rashawn Gary pressures. Brissett has to run. Brissett gets hit by Nate Hobbs. Big hit, and they're going to have to take another timeout. Little bit of a helmet to helmet, and luckily no flag thrown on Nate Hobbs there, and they have to take their final timeout. There's 19 seconds. This is my heart rate, man. That could have been a helmet to helmet hit on Nate Hobbs. We're lucky the refs didn't call that. That should have been a helmet to helmet on Hobbs. All right, defense. If you keep them in bounds, it's 3rd and 10. So if it's a short completion, they have to run a play. They cannot spike it. 3rd and 10. Come on, defense. Come on. Brissett in the gun. Takes the snap. Brissett climbing the pocket. Brooks hits him while throwing. Out of bounds. 4th and 10. This is the ball game. Ooh, X in coverage. I'm trying to watch. There's a corner route Oh, he had Marv. Why'd he wait on that? I don't know why he waited on that. This corner route's against our cover too, man. We cannot keep running it. They know what to do to beat it. 4th and 10. Here's the ball game. 13 seconds remain. Packers up by 4. If they get the line to gain, they got to get out of bounds. No timeouts. Brissett in the gun. Come on, Parsons. Get a 4th. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Gary pressuring, hitting Brissett. Incomplete. Oh my gosh, the Packers are going to somehow win this game. At the hand of Micah Parsons. It was ugly. But the Green Bay Packers are still at the top of the North after this one. And Micah Parsons single-handedly changed that game at the end there. And what a great play by the defensive backs in the back of the end zone. Xavier McKinney getting a hand on it. Nate Hobbs getting in there. Let's go. Why do we keep scoring 27, bro? Bro, the Giants just scored. The Giants just scored with 30 seconds left. There's a lot of stuff going around the NFL right now. This is crazy. Knee it out. Packers win 27-23. Oh my gosh. It shouldn't have been that close. It shouldn't have been that close, but a win is a win. A win is a win. I'll take it. You have to. If there's ugly ones, hopefully you come out with a win. And now it's, 2 weeks in a row, kind of come out with a little bit of an ugly win. But it's better than an ugly loss, man. I'll say that. Oh my, the blood pressure, the heart rate is up right now. Oh man. Oh man. That was way, 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 way too close for comfort, man. Way too close for comfort. And it's a road win against a conference opponent. The Cardinals have kept every single game close. All 4, now 5 of their last losses. It was never a doubt that it was going to be a close game, but it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been for the Packers, man. It shouldn't have been. Chris says, let's effing go. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, man. Ref Border 88, I swear Packers take years off my life constantly. You and me both, brother. You and me both, man. No, dude, I'm sick of look, whatever your opinion is on Matt LaFleur, you do not fire a head coach when you're at the top of your division. That is absolutely ridiculous. Are there things that need to be cleaned up? 100%. Have they been yet? No. But at the end of the day, the Packers have one loss this year. You don't fire your head coach going 4-1-1. That's how you end up like the Jets and the Raiders. You don't do that. I get it, but no. I'm sorry. I'm not going to advocate for that one bit. You're at the top of your division. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. And hey, when we played 2 very good NFC teams, the Lions and the Commanders, Packers showed up, and I think they still have that type of football in their bag. I really, really do. I really, really do. But I got to head out of here. I'm going live on Bleacher Report. I would try to get you guys the link here, but all too often, Bleacher Report, the link thing doesn't generate. So not much I can do about that. But if you head on over to the Bleacher Report app, if you have it downloaded on your phone and go to the Packers tab, I'll be live there in the next 5 or so minutes. And then, of course, I will make a post-game video shortly thereafter. Thank you, Jerry. Get your merch. Yeah, exactly. Ready, you guys? Ready? Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Show you guys real quick. I'll use this for a second. I'll use the game preview, but release a lot of new merch, including the Cooper's House of Horrors tee for Halloween. Get it in time for Halloween. But more importantly, man, come on, right? Come on, guys. Oh man, you got the thank you Jerry pocket shirt. You got to thank Jerry Jones every time you get the chance to. Every time you get the chance to. I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys. Yeah. If you guys want to support the channel in that way. Really, really appreciate you guys for coming by. Like I said, I'm going live on Bleach Report here in the next like 5 or so minutes. Hey, a win's a win. It's an ugly one. There's still some things that worry me with this football team. That's for damn sure, but a win is a win. But let me see if I can try to get this link one more time for you guys. Okay, it's not working, but I'll be live. If you have the Bleacher Report app, I'll be live over there in the next like 5 or so minutes. Really appreciate you guys coming by. If you can hit the like button on the way out, help support the channel a ton. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by in this live stream. It was a blast. It was a high blood pressure, high heart rate, but at the end of the day, a Green Bay Packers W, and that's all that matters in the end. I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack, go.